Making with jive boy, station. When it hits you, yes, indeed, yes, yes, you shine. When it hits you, yes, indeed, yes, yes. When it hits you, yes, indeed, yes, yes, you shine. When it hits you, yes, indeed, yes, indeed, yes, you holler, yes.
1, 2, 3.
dass man sie beglückt, pflückt und sich dabei bückt. Blumen im Garten, die nur darauf warten, dass man sie beglückt, pflückt. Blumen im Garten, die nur darauf warten, dass man sie beglückt, pflückt und sich dabei bückt.
Ich bin eine Blume.
Zip, zip, zip. Crunch, crunch. I don't want no lunch. All I want is potato chips. Potato chips. How my mouth does it. Potato chips. Oh, zip, zip, zip. Crunch, crunch. I don't want no lunch. All I want is potato chips. Crunchy, potato chips, crunch, crunchy, crunchy. A crunch, crunch, crunch. I don't want no lunch. All I want is potato chips. Potato chips. Oh, those potato chips. Potato, potato, a chip, chip. Oh, crunch, crunch. Don't want no lunch. All I want is potato chips.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. There will be no foolish wand-waving or silly incantations on this stream. As such, I don't expect many of you to understand the subtle science and exact art of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but for those select few who possess the predisposition, I'm running out of mileage. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome. And there you go, David. There's your turn to page 394 this minute. Thank you for all the subs coming in. The dog is literally just about to go out on a walk, so she's hyper excitable. So we'll show me the doggo. I shall make way for the doggo.
Make way for the doggo. Oh, do you want to move the mic out of the way? There's the doggo.
There's the doggo.
She is. Come in.
She's hyperactive.
She is ridiculously excited about the prospect of a walk. I've got all my dog walking kit on.
Circus.
I've got all my dog walking clothes on, and she knows what this means. So she is like.
Good girl. Yay.
I'll put it down. Put it down.
She needs to be shown to the boys and girls.
Oh, she doesn't. She just wants to go out. She's like, I just want to go. Why
Good
are we waiting? Honey, come
Yeah. So there you go. There's the doggo. It's. Oh, okay.
Honey, come. What's this? Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Right.
There you go. You got some tricks out of it.
Teeny weeny doggo. Yeah, sorry, this has got an internal cam, so I can't go to the big cam in OBS, I'm afraid. But we'll mark that as show me the doggo, and if she comes back a bit later on, maybe we can flip the camera.
Back notably more calm.
Yeah, she'll come back a lot calmer. Let me see if I've got a cat around. I think they've both gone for a walk. They've both been in all day, the lazy things that they are, but I think they've both just gone out. So I'll, Big Man and I will preserve that reward for later on and catch that in a bit. Only we'll do Beat the Bee today as well. I'll do Beat the Bee a bit later on. Maybe we'll coincide that with showing off the other animals a little later on. How are you all doing? Hope you're well. Welcome to the stream. Hope I carry on. The reward is temporarily out of stock. Yeah, I limit the Alan Rickman one to one an hour, to an hour or something like that. Hype Train kicking off. Thank you for all the subs. I'm just sort of ignoring all the subs that are happening. Thank you for all those rewards. Lupine1, subscribing for 11 months there. 1 month off the full year. Thank you so much for 11 months of support, Lupine. AB Me, subscribing there for 8 months. Thank you for the support. 8 months there, 1 month off the Twitch, baby. And Digital David resubscribing there for 11 months. 11 months of distinctly average answering. Not at all, David. It's been a pleasure to have you. I hope you've been enjoying yourself. And thank you for the support. And Hype Train is kicking off. And there's some emotes that Giargens is using. Yes, the what and the holy potato are there. Hope you're all well. Lovely to have you here. And good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening in a regular good evening voice. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire this evening? It's undergone some changes since last time. I did check. There's the doggo again. Let me hear the doggo. It did undergo some changes. I did test these out over in Ash's server yesterday. It's had a couple of other little things happen to it today. It should be fairly robust now. It should also be good for lobby players. And I've devised a system for... Whoa! Holy potatoes, actual holy potatoes. What in the world just happened there? Zeus gifting out a tier 1 sub to Now Cut That Out. Thank you very much for the support there, Zeus, and welcome in Now Cut That Out. Murphy Bax gifting out a tier 1 sub to Tyson Bain. Thank you very much for that, Murphy Bax and Tyson Bain. Enjoy ad-free viewing for the next month. And Kazvez, so good to see you. It's been a little while, but thank you for the 5 tier 1 community subs there. Thank you very much for your generosity, and welcome to Derek Agony and Pacom. It splits it over the line, which is why I'm struggling over this name. Pacomode, I think. Pacomode 13 and Shadowmane and Huds, who I know is streaming elsewhere at the moment, but Huds, you just got a sub. And Aussie Gamer 123, welcome to the 5 of you, Casper. So thank you so much for the generosity there. That's hugely kind of you. And welcome to all our new subs. Bill Kiasco there with the sub as well, subscribing for 7 months now. 2 months off that Twitch, baby. Thank you very much for 7 months of support. Hype Train Confetti is happening. That's hype level something. I don't know. Hype level something, but welcome to you all, and thank you for the support. Level 3 complete, goodness me. Well, the least I can do for that is give out a millionaire penny, isn't it? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Initiate bonus. So, the scoring for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is going to work as follows. The player who gets the most questions out of 15 in the lobby will get the sort of cash equivalent. At the moment, it's just broken down into 4. So if you get under 1,000, it's 1 penny. Under 32, it's 2. Under 500, or under 1 million, I should say, it's 3. If you get the £1 million question, you get 5 pennies. But that only goes out to the person who gets the highest. So it sort of means if you screw up the first question, if you miss the timing for the first question, you can still continue to answer. You could still technically get 14 out of 15, but it means you'll only get 1 penny for that if you are the highest scorer. So that's how the penny system is going to work for this. I am thinking of inflating the currency, like sort of 1920s Germany, in Season 5, which means I can do a little bit more, particularly with Millionaire. I can do, sort of maybe divide it by 10 and give out that many pennies. Sort of hyperinflation, yeah. Well, it also means there's another reason for doing it. It means I can be a little bit more specific in terms of how many pennies I give out for question packs. Not necessarily because I want to tailor people towards ones that pay the most, or pay the most in inverted commas, but because a simple reason that some question packs do require more effort than others. If you compare something like Bidding War or The Purge, which require a lot of questions and a broad knowledge, compared to something like, say, The Pyramid or Deciphered, not that it's necessarily that those are less important. They're still good to write them. They're still grateful to question writers, but they do require less effort. And Spotlight as well. I would like to be able to start thinking about rewarding spotlight question writers, because there's a lot of them. So that's just something I'm thinking about. So I'm thinking of a sort of hyperinflation. High Chancellor Lathbury has a certain ring to. I don't know about that, Jogging Chum. Anyway, let me say hello to all of you, because there's a lot of you here tonight, which I'm very grateful for. Good evening to Zeus, to Brand New Halo, to Lupai, to Big Man Aaron. Good evening, Proogs and Matt the Ref, to Digital David and Cetra, to Keshi and Connor, to Shapes and Topper. Did I say Topper twice? No, Connor and Topper. I sort of said the same thing. Keshi and Connor and Shapes and Topper. To Tyson and Score and Cola and G. Isons. Good evening to Clive and Riff Raccoon and Now Cut That Out and AB Me and Oni and Adster. Good evening to Juice Man and Jay White. Shadowmane and Dogfish. Car and Jogging Chum. Good evening to Samster and Energia and Sparrow Castle. Good evening to Kazvez, to Derek Agony, to Aussie Gamer, to Innis and Theory Game, to Jack Wilfred, to Tipster, and good evening Murphy. Good evening It's Sportsy. Good evening 8 Minky. Good evening Harpy. Good evening Diamond Ninja, and good evening Bill Kiasco. And anyone else who is just hanging out in the stream, you are most welcome to be here. The bot only picks you up if you type something like David J. Bodicum has just done. Good evening, David J. Bodicum. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for that early hype train. It's very, very kind of you. Thank you for the support. I'm going to stop that bonus right there, and we're going to get on with this first game. We have got 3 packs of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire that we are going to be playing through this evening. First one from Sam is Acidic. He's our Australian friend from down under. I'm not sure he's here tonight. But I have let him know. I know he's got a lot of work on and stuff at the moment, so he's sort of here and there. But a very nice question pack from him. We've got one from Big Man Aaron, and we've got one from Lingo Maniac. Those are the 3 packs that we have got prepared. And remember, the game has now got either I want to play in the hot seat or I only want to play in the lobby. You can join a different lobby depending what you want to do, and both will work just fine. There's also another change that I've added in, which you'll see in just a minute. David, Digital David, with the 2 gifted subs there, one to Lugaru and one to Juice Man. Welcome to both of you, and thank you very much for the generosity there, David. That is enormously kind of you. That hype train at 43% level 4 with just under a minute to go. Just an observation. Thank you very much for the support, and welcome to our 2 new friends there joining in the fam. I've just subbed 2, but I don't know how to make a noise. I'm not sure if... Oh my god, Kazvez with another 5 gifted subs. Welcome to Herthalion, and to Tipster, to Tebow Bear, to N3XO Trace, I think, and to Fake Paper Tiger, another 5 gifted subs from Kazvez. That is just enormous generosity. Thank you so much, Kazvez, and welcome to our 5 new friends there. The answer is always refresh, possibly. Let me see if I can see that, Proogs, because it doesn't seem to have come up on my logs yet. Maybe it will. Maybe it will in just a minute. All aboard to level 5. 40% of level 5. Lordy, lordy, lord. Holy cow, indeed. Holy cow. Hype train for a hype doggo. Yeah, that is representing the dog. And I will bring a cat to the stream as soon as one appears. There you go, Prue. Subscribing at tier 1 for 6 months. Oh, yes, so Refresh seems to have done it. Hello and thank you. Thank you for the support, Prue, for 6 months. Enormously grateful to you. Holy potatoes, indeed. That's a holy potato there, Matt. That's a duology we've got going on. All those alerts are going to go on for a little while. What? Bill Kiasco with the 5 gifted subs as well. Welcome to Danger Dimers, to Ben in Sweden, to Nano Owl, to Ramsey Fox, and to Cyclespace. And Bilky, thank you so much for that generosity. There's another 5 gifted subs. Welcome to our 5 new friends, and that has completed the level 5 hype train. Thank you all for coming. It's been a lovely stream. I'll see you next time. Take care and good night. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Jogging Chum, thank you very much for the 100 bits right there as well. Thank you for your generosity. Yeah, imagine if I'd actually done that. That would have been a fast way to not get this to happen again. Take the subs and run. I'm quite glad I've got that button that I can just do things like that now, because I've still not done any closing credits for Millionaire, and much to Dev's annoyance, I'm sure, I've still not fixed the kerning on the copper plate fonts, so that's gonna still be disgusting, I'm afraid. Murphy Bax with another gifted sub to Bass Ackwards there. Bass Ackwards, welcome to the fam, and Murphy, thank you very much for your generosity there. 160% level 5 hype train, good lord above. And Murphy Bax with another gifted sub to David J. Bodicum this time. Welcome on in, David J. Bodicum. You won't get any ads next time you're refreshed. Thank you very much again, Murphy Bax, and welcome on in, David. Right, that hype train is still going. I'm going to let it keep going. I will keep an eye on it. But we have got the small matter. Who he? That David J. Bodycom character. I'm just going to check the mixer levels to make sure. Yeah, I do want Millionaire to be at 50%, which is what I want, because otherwise it's too loud. Right, we have got the small matter if he wants to be a Millionaire to play. Oh, there's the bit. There's the bit alert, and then I need to get the thing where it only does one alert for like 5 or 10. Not that I don't like the red herrings theme. If you want to play Millionaire, you've got a choice of lobbies. Come and join one of them. So if you only want to play in the lobby game, join the lobby on the right. If you want a chance to get into the hot seat, you need a microphone. You need to be in the Discord, which you can come and join right there. You need to be in the microphone. You need to be in the Discord. You need to have a microphone. Come and join the lobby on the left if you want to play in the hot seat game. Either way, you will be able to play the entire lobby game. And I need at least 10 people in the hot seat, which I've now got, which is great. And yes, you can set your location as well, exclamation mark followed by location. The bot will ping you back when you do that. So it's literally just exclamation mark and then wherever you want it to be. It can be actually where you are, it can be broad, it can be general, it can be funny, it can be silly, it can be whatever you want. But if you don't set a location, it'll give you a random one of 15 random ones that I've put in. So that's a new thing. That's a new thing. You can set and reset your location as well, which is cool. Good lord, is that? I think that's 20 on each, so that's 39. Blimey, 39 already. 19 just wanted to play the lobby game. 20 hoping to get to the hot seat at the moment. We'll give it till the end of this loop, and then we'll lock it up and pick some players. Welcome, Lingo Maniac. Welcome to the stream. I've got your pack earmarked third, Lingo Maniac. Just FYI. And whoa! I just saw the percentage tick up to 343%. Casfez with another 10 gifted subs. Those going out to Vitrudel and to Sonic Cannon and to MPL Dart, to James Tiberius, Chezzy Babe, JPB, Cowboy Knuckles, Dad Gummit, Cheesy Dancing, and Natter. Thank you so much to Casvez for the generosity. Welcome to our 10 new friends there. And we'll have those alerts going on for a little while longer. And whoa, Connor as well. I've just got out with the chat. Connor with the 10 gifted subs there as well. Welcome to Mark, to M3 to Flying Fox, to Remag Zila, to Guitar Rocks, Pantsless Wookie, and Caroline Hart, to Asset, and to ACJ2, and to Otaku Logan. Oh my word, have that, because level 5 hype train complete at about 510%. That is astonishing. Thank you all so much for the generosity there. Oh, I'm a bit overwhelmed. But 34 subs in one hype train, that's bonkers. Y'all are too kind. Thank you all so, so much. I really, really appreciate all you'll do. This is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Let's not make better Millionaire. As Scorecount is saying, please remember your location will be displayed on stream. Feel free to enter a fake location, yes. So it will be displayed if you are, potentially if you are picked. So, 3 games of Millionaire. Starting off with Sam's Acidic. This has been rated a 6.5 out of 10. This one was proved by a Minky. Yes, 8 Minky to thank for this one. And Sam's Acidic, of course, for writing it as well. We'll give it a few more minutes. Remember, you need to be on the left-hand side if you want a chance to come and play. Right-hand side if you only want to play in the lobby game. Even if you don't get into the hot seat, then you can still, even if you join the left-hand side, you'll still be able to play in the lobby game, even if you don't get in. I was just about to say, I love the symmetry of the 2 types of game. It was working. It was working till someone decided they did want to play in the hot seat after all. We're up to Cheesy Dancing. According to my activity feed, 46 gift subs at 100 bits during that high train. You all are too kind. Thank you all so much. Genuinely. Seriously, thank you very, very much indeed. I might have to pause notifications. So I'm not quite sure how many more we've got to do. That was Natter. And who's this one? I've just started the last 10 now. I think Natter was the last of Kazvez's, so now we started Connor's 10. Right. I might just pause those alerts. I'm just going to pause those alerts because I'm ready to lock up now. So we'll pause those alerts. We can continue them in just a moment. They're paused for now. Don't let me forget. I'll turn them back on. Not that I'm not grateful to you for your generosity, but it is 8:30, and we should make a start. So, 21 people in the hot seat lobby. 20 people in the lobby only game. let's get ready to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and meet our 10 contestants tonight. They are Matt the Ref in isolation, Riff Raccoon in a nice tree, Zeusless from Clanfair Gorilla, no just kidding, Ely, Bill Kiasco from Wet Wang, Shadowmane PS41 from The Place on the Internet, Carl the 7th from Location Behind the Camera in Ben's Room, the Lupine one from West Yorkshire, Kazvez from Essex, Tipster from Somewhere Antarctic Ocean, and Keshi Head from West Yorkshire. See, it actually does that now. That's one of the new things that it does. So, you 10 who've been picked, you're the ones in line to win this fastest finger. Everybody else, you're all in the lobby game straight away, but it's down to these 10 to break through fastest finger. It was an idea that I wanted to do, wasn't quite sure about it, but David said, yes, do that. It was David's recommendation, David Bodicum's recommendation, because he said it'll be... it's just one extra metric to get in past that fastest finger thing. And it's just another method of sort of not self-exclusion, but an element of randomness to it, which I think makes it fair and will hopefully add a few more people to the game. So it's you 10, but of course everyone can play fastest finger. If you're on the West Wing lobby, if you play fastest finger, you'll go orange rather than green if you get it right, because only the ones in the 10 that have been picked. Yeah, sorry, apologies from David. Right, if we are all ready, we should get on with the game. I'm just going to turn that up a little bit more. Here we go, lights down for fastest finger first. I hope you all know the drill and how this works. You'll be shown 4 answers, put them into the correct order, A, C, D, B, D, B, A, C, C, A, B, D, whatever you think the right order is, but most importantly, whisper it to Persephone's Twitch bot, and keep your eye on the chat because that is when the question will be live. Good luck, here comes the first question. Put these one-word film titles in order of release from earliest to latest. Gandhi, Amelie, Spartacus, Babe. Okay, a bit of a tricky one maybe to start off with. Let's take a look at the right order first of all. So going further back, you got Spartacus sometime in the 40s or 50s. You then got Gandhi in the 1980s. Babe was then in the mid-90s, 1994 or 5, I think. And then Amelie most recently 2001, 2002-ish. That's the right order. Let's find out who was right and who was right in the fastest time. All of these were right. Not everyone. Who was fastest? Tipster in 9.84 seconds. What a mate. So as we can see there, the players going orange are players who did join the hot seat game but didn't get through to the fastest 10. So now cut that out. It would have been you, but alas, not to be. So Tipster, if you'd like to make your way towards the green room, if I actually joined the broadcast studio, you're already in the green room. I'm not in the broadcast studio yet. That would be a real help, wouldn't it? Let me bring you in and let me switch you on. Give me a second. Press the right button. Hopefully you can hear me, Tipster. And
I can hear you loud and clear, Chris.
Lovely to hear. Good stuff. And I've just checked. It looks like you can be heard by the masses as well on stream. Grand. Let me share my screen with you. Or not my screen, but the... not the screen, because otherwise you won't have sound. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Go live.
Apparently I'm a little loud, according to chat, by the way.
Oh, are you? You could turn yourself down if you like. I don't think you're too loud. I think you're just right.
Okay.
But feel free to turn yourself down if you like. Hopefully you can see the game screen and not my console.
Yep. Confirmed.
Wonderful. Well, good evening, Tipster. Hello.
Good evening.
First time in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
I think so. I think so. I don't think I've ever been a hot seat player.
Well, with all that's about to change. Sam is Acidic's question pack. 6.5 out of 10 is what we're looking at. First question I need to ask you, Tipster, is whether you would prefer to have 50-50 or whether you would prefer to use a double dip.
Let's go, since it's my first time here, let's go with 50-50. Let's go traditional.
Classic 50-50. We will assign that lifeline. You next need to pick 3 people to come and act as phone a friend in case you get into a spot of bother and you'd like to phone somebody up. They must have access to Discord and a decent microphone, and you cannot pick 8 Minky or Sam is acidic, or me.
Okay. I'd like to choose Matt, Topper, and Alex, please.
Matt and Topper and Alex, I'm assuming you mean Oni there. If you can confirm...
Oni, yes, sorry.
If you can confirm that... puts on moustache. If you can confirm you're around, that'd be grand. You don't need to self-isolate, but do be on standby, just in case Tipster needs your help on Phone a Friend a bit later on. Bad choice, but sure, says Topper. Just a reminder for both you, Tipster, and for everyone at home, I don't even see these questions in advance, never mind the answers. So if you need some help along the way, you have got 4 lifelines, that 50-50. You've got the phone at one of your nominated friends. You can ask the Twitch audience, or you can indeed ask the host. 4 lifelines, 15 questions, £1 million. You ready to play?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
All right, let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? And a reminder for the Twitch lobby, in this first part of the game, the question and answers all appear as soon as I press the question button. So you will see the answers in the chat before Tipster does in the chair. You've got about 20 seconds to get your answer in. Make sure you whisper it to Persephone's Twitch bot, just A, B, C or D. If you don't answer, it will walk you away, but you can thereafter continue to answer questions to see how many out of 15 you can get. But obviously you're after a streak for your cash amount. If you don't want to answer, you don't know, you can walk away at any point. Good luck to you all. And Tipster, good luck to you. Have a look at this. It's question 1 for £100. The term garbo is Australian slang for which profession? Gardener, garbage collector, garnisher, garage door installer.
I truly hope that this is what I think it is, and I'm not going home on the first question, because that would be one heck of a first appearance on Millionaire. I think it's B, garbage collector.
You gonna play?
Yep, final answer.
It's all right, so you got £100. No drama so far. That clock in the middle, nothing happens if it hits 0, but it is there as a sort of visual prompt. If it gets down to 0, then I will pressure you for an answer. Just so you're aware, it just speeds the game up a little bit. Most people getting that one right, and you'll see you get a tick if you get the immediate question right. If you don't answer, you're flashing green, that means you've walked away, and orange means you've got it wrong. So most people getting that one right on 1 for 1. Let's go on, question number 2. Requiring a user to take 2 steps to more securely log into an account is called what authentication? 2 jump, 2 factor, 2 climb, 2 movement.
I don't quite know what these answers are referencing here, but I do know the answer to the question. It's B, 2 factor, please.
That's the right answer, you got £200. Yes, 2-factor authentication. It's quite annoying, actually, but I suppose it's more secure in this day and age. Let's see how we got on in the lobby. No drama there, nobody flashing, so everybody getting that one, or most people getting that one right. If you got a little tick, it means you got it right. If you're green, it means you're still on a streak. On we go then, question number 3 for £300. What type of bird is a Rhode Island red? Penguin, swan, chicken, finch.
I sincerely hope it's not a penguin, otherwise I'm going to look like quite the fool right now.
That would not be a good look.
It wouldn't, but I'm fairly sure it's a chicken. Final answer.
That's the right answer, you won £300. That's the Rhode Island red chicken. A few more things flashing up on my log there. Let's see how the lobby got on with that. Yeah, a few wrong answers there. Tyson choosing to walk away, setting his stall at £200. Still lots of solid green on display and plenty of ticks as well. On we go, question number 4, it's for £500. What word is typically written after BPA on plastic containers? Free, packed, gratis, empty.
I believe that this is BPA free. Final answer.
It's the right answer, you got £500. I've no idea what it is. That's the one that seemed the most logical to me, though.
It's basically non-biodegradable plastic, if I remember correctly. Something like that.
Sense. I have to say, I'm finding these at first four have been a little tricky to my mind, but the answers have been sort of that makes the most sense to my brain at any rate. Over in the lobby, Jogging Charm getting that one wrong, dropping back to 0, but nobody walking away. Still plenty of correct answers going on there, and lots of solid green on the screen. Tipster, this is the last point where you could go away with nothing. Question 5 guarantees you £1,000 if you give me a right answer. Take a look and let me know what you want to do. In the children's television show Mr. Maker, which of these does not appear every episode as one of the 4 dancing shapes?
Oh, heck.
Rhombus, rectangle, triangle, square.
Okay. I'm hoping that square and rectangle are regarded as 2 different shapes, even though mathematically they are essentially the same thing. I'd like to lock in A, rhombus, please. Final answer.
Final answer?
Yes, please. Get in the way of the dancing with all its pointy bits.
So the right answer is just won £1,000. And as 8Minky is saying, 6.5, but because these earlier ones had clearer answers, it's honestly hard to rate these packs consistently, so please bear understanding when giving public feedback about the pack in chat. Can I echo those sentiments? I'm extremely grateful to both the writers and the proofers, the writers who take a lot of time to write these packs, and the proofers who spend a lot of time, particularly on Millionaire, because I don't get to see them, so there's rarely a second opinion, and it is on the graces of the proofers who see them to set a target. And it is not an easy job to do, and it also means they have to sit out the game. So I am hugely grateful to them, and sometimes you might see a pack and think this is much easier than what has been said, or you might think it's much harder than what has been said. It is subjective. It is meant as a guide. So if we can all be kind about it, that would be splendid. Let's just take a peep into the lobby. A few people getting that one wrong, dropping back to 0, leaving with nothing, but you can continue playing to see how many questions you can get right in total. Lots of people on 5 out of 5, still lots of solid green. Nobody walking away there. Tipster, not a bad start. £1,000 so far. No drama, no lifelines used.
No drama, which tends to go against my nature in these kind of games. Usually I start off bad and somehow scrape through. We'll. I mean, this isn't the kind of game where you can do that, I suppose, but we'll see how things go on.
Stranger things have happened. You're up to £1,000. That's guaranteed now. No matter what happens, you'll leave with that amount. Question number 6 is worth £2,000. There's nothing to lose on this question, so you might as well play it. You have still got all 4 lifelines if you need to use them. Have a look. Question number 6. It's worth £2,000. The Nuremberg trials tried war criminals at the end of which war? Vietnam War, American Civil War, World War I, World War II.
Okay. I believe these were the trials held with regards to the crimes that were committed during World War II. D, final answer, please.
Right answer, you got £2,000. There we go. Back into the flow of things now. No drama there. Yes, Nuremberg trials at the end of the Second World War. Scorecount choosing to walk away on that one, so locking in £1,000 at 5 out of 6. Still plenty of people with 6 out of 6 going on here, which is nice to see, and still lots of right answers, even if players have set their money at something lower. So that's always good to see. It means you get full access to the game, even if you get one wrong, which is better than the old version. Tipster, you're up to £2,000. Question number 7 is worth £4,000. You've got all 4 lifelines. You lose 1,000 if you're wrong at this point. Have a look and let me know what you want to do. Ubiquitism relates most to which of these words? Belay, omnipresence, recrimination, retribution.
Oh, heck. Okay, those weren't the answers I was expecting.
You're a bit of a wordsmith yourself. You're a ferocious countdown player, and I know you've worked in a library in the past.
So if something is ubiquitous, it's kind of plentiful, it's kind of freely available, or everywhere. I don't think belay or retribution or recrimination seem to fit that. So I'd like to go with B, omnipresence, please.
Final answer.
Final answer.
That's the right answer. You've just won £4,000.
It's that moment of, is there a second meaning to ubiquitous that I just don't know about?
I mean, that's a versatile word if it is. I mean, it's quite a long word. It feels like it should be quite specific. Over in the lobby, Dogfish and Connor dropping back to £1,000 on that one. 6 out of 7. Diamond Ninja choosing to walk away on £2,000. And still 6 out of 7. Still plenty of solid green up there on the board, which is nice to see. Now we're going to start going up rather steeply as we hit the halfway mark now. Question number 8 is worth £8,000 with a right answer, but you lose 3 if you give me a wrong answer. You've still got all 4 lifelines intact. Do use them if you need to, and you can walk away if you decide it's not for you. But have a look. Question number 8. It's worth £8,000. Which of these phrases does not appear in the title of Judith Vierost's 1972 novel featuring Alexander as the protagonist? Terrible. Very lame. No good. Horrible.
Right, okay, so... I think I know what novel it's referring to. I would like to... I'd like to ask the audience on this one, please.
Okay, audience on your keypads. Even if you've already answered, you must answer again to be included in this survey. If you're not in the lobby, you can still answer and be included in this survey if you like. Which of these phrases does not appear in the title of Judith Vierost's 1972 novel featuring Alexander as the protagonist? Terrible, very lame, no good, or horrible? All vote now. Either public chat or in whispers, either is fine. 7% think the answer is terrible. 82% think B, very lame. 7% think no good. 2% think horrible. And I can tell you that that is based off a survey of 39 people. There have been 39 respondents to that, so that's quite a large quota of evidence there. 82% seem to think B. Has that helped out?
Yeah, it's my confidence was wavering slightly there, so that's certainly helped out. I'd like to go B, very lame, please.
Final answer.
Final answer.
It's the right answer. You've won £8,000. Well done, audience. Yes, I saw a reference probably on Twitter after one of Donald Trump's many tantrums when he was president of the United States of America. Remember that? It was Donald Trump and the terrible, horrible, no good, awful day. I don't know if that's the name of the novel.
That's similar to it. I just didn't know which terrible bits.
Terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Yes, that sounds about right. Over in the lobby, a couple of people choosing to walk on this question, setting at £4,000. Keshi, JY, Harpy, all choosing to set at £4,000. Like I say, at the moment, the penny structure means that if you walk at 4,000 or walk at 16, but end up winning, it's going to be the same number of pennies. So that will change in due course when we have the hyperinflation of the penny. But for now, still plenty of people on 8 out of 8, and still lots of people getting that one right, even if they've, previously walked. Now, Tipsy, you've used up your first lifeline there. Question number 9 is worth £16,000. You're 2 away from a guaranteed 32. You've got 50-50, and you can phone a friend, and you can ask the host. Remember, you're playing for leaderboard points in this as well. Have a look. Question number 9. It's worth £16,000. Martin McDonagh's The Lieutenant of Inishmore is a play set in which country? Ireland, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales.
Oh heck! I'm between 2 on this.
Okay.
I think it's either Ireland or Northern Ireland, and I can't remember which. So I'd like to go 50-50, please, and hope that the RNG is with me.
This is where a double dip might have been handy. Okay.
Yeah, it might have been.
50-50 then. Computer, can you take away 2 wrong answers, please? Leave tips just the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer. Ireland or Wales?
Okay, given that, I'd like to go with A. Ireland.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You've just won £16,000. Well played. Stalling for a bit of tension there, because why not? Yes, The Lieutenant of Inishmore was by Martin McDonagh, set in Ireland. Ooh, a few people airing on that one. Zeus, Toot, Oni, Bigman, Aaron, Bilky, Coda, Lingo, Bass, and James Tiberius dropping back down to £1,000 with Lupine and Brand New Halo, now setting the high monetary score at £8,000. We have still got Carr, Topper, Prugs, Innis and Samster all still in on 9 out of 9. Now, Tipster, you give me a right answer to this next question, you guarantee yourself £32,000. You give me a wrong answer, you drop 15 back to 1. You've got Phone a Friend and you've got Ask the Host remaining. Have a look at question number 10. You can use up those lifelines and still walk away if you like, but have a look at question 10 and let me know what you'd like to do. It's worth a guaranteed £32,000. In the 1999 film The Matrix, which coloured pill did Neo swallow? Red, blue, gold, green.
Okay. Again, between 2. Again, should have probably gone for double dip. Because I know which 2 pills are like Morpheus offers Neo. It's red and blue, and there's a whole ton of other political symbology behind it. Yada yada yada. But I believe Neo takes the red pill because he wants to go deeper into the rabbit hole, or something like that.
Do you want to play? 2 lifelines left. Ask the host, phone a friend.
I'm gonna play. A, red. Final answer, please.
After this, there is no going back.
I know there isn't.
You take 1 pill. You wake up in your bed, the story ends, and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the other pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. That pill that he took, it was a red pill. You've just won £32,000.
Okay.
And actually,
there are loads of blue pill jokes I could make right now, but
that is definitely a question I wanted you to ask me, because I could have waxed so much. I've got a freaking book of essays on the subject of taking the red pill on my bookshelf there. Actually, some really good philosophical essays in that I would encourage everyone to get that book. It's called Taking the Red Pill. But yes, you take the blue pill, the story ends, you wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. I love The Matrix. If this isn't coming across. Sorry.
It was a horror film for me. It really was. It was one of those existential horror films where just I was up for several nights after seeing it. Just like, but what does this mean?
Fun bit of trivia that actually I don't know if is actually true, but it's something I've always believed, and now I feel like I should verify. I believe it was the first film to be commercially released on VHS and DVD. I don't know if that's true. It's something I heard when I was young, and I really hope it is, because that's a really good fact and it feels about right.
It rings a bell, but I couldn't confirm it myself either.
James said, pity they never made sequels. I actually don't hate the Matrix sequels as much as everyone else. I think the second film is better than the third film. But yeah. Anyway, less about the Matrix. We'll come back to that maybe later on. Topper getting that one wrong, dropping back to 1,000. Samster dropping back to 1,000 as well. Innis, Carr, and Proogs all on 10 for 10 at the moment. Now, Tipster, you guarantee £32,000. No matter what else happens, you leave with that amount. You have still got Phone a Friend. You have still got Ask the Host. You can walk away at any point, remember, but question number 11 you might as well play, as there's nothing to lose here. Have a look. Question number 11. It is worth £64,000. What country is colloquially known as the Land of the Thunder Dragon? Nepal, Bhutan, Thailand, Myanmar.
Oh, okay.
It's worth £64,000.
Yeah, geography's not my strong point usually. Land of the Thunder Dragon. I don't think it's Nepal. And it doesn't feel like Thailand. I'm kind of between Bhutan and Myanmar.
You have got 2 lifelines if you want some confirmation, either from a friend or from me.
I feel like you might have some insight on this, Ben. I feel like this is something you may have asked at one of your pub quizzes at some point or something like that. So I'd like to ask the host.
You want to ask me?
Yes.
Okay, here's what I think. I think you seriously overestimate the capacity of the clientele at my pub quiz.
Ah, well.
I haven't got a scoops. As soon as you said, I thought Nepal, to be honest, and then you immediately said, I don't think it's Nepal. Out of the 4 that were there, Nepal is the one I would go for. Out of the 2 that you've got it down to, I would probably go Myanmar. Out of Myanmar and Bhutan, but with a straight 4 I would have guessed Nepal, but I want to add it would have been a guess, so that's my hunch. Nepal if it's me, Myanmar if I'm going with your 2 narrowed down options, but in all honesty I haven't got a clue. But there is nothing to lose here, but you have still got a Phone a Friend left if you want to use that. I'm sorry I can't be of more help, but that is my final answer.
Okay.
You have 30 seconds before I'm going to pressure you for an answer.
I would like to phone a friend, please.
Okay. I'll press the button to stop the clock. Who would you like to phone?
I'd like to phone Oni, please.
Oni. We will get Oni in and see if he can help out. Oni?
Hello?
Hi, it's Royal Flush here from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Good evening.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! I've got Tipster here. He's doing rather well at the moment. He's up to £32,000. But he needs your help to get up to £64,000. The next voice you'll hear will be Tipster's. He'll tell you the question. There are still 4 possible answers. One of those is worth £64,000. All right, mate.
Alrighty.
Great. Tipster, lots of luck. 30 seconds. Your time starts now.
What country is colloquially known as the Land of the Thunder Dragon? Nepal, Bhutan, Thailand, Myanmar.
Right, the moment I saw Land of Thunder Dragon, I immediately thought it was Bhutan, because Bhutan has the dragon in its flag, doesn't it?
Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
So, I don't do 100%, but this is as close to 100% as I'm willing to go. I'm going to say Bhutan B.
Thank you.
No
Much love.
20 seconds. He sounds quite confident. Do you want to play?
He sounds quite... I'm going to go with it. Bhutan. Final answer.
Oh. Ask the Host was used, so it doesn't
Of
tell me in
course.
the log. Computer, can you please tell us, is B the right answer? It certainly is. Well done, Alex.
Had to keep you in suspense as well, obviously.
Absolutely. So I was of absolutely no help whatsoever there. But I'm glad you found the right answer, and I'm sorry you've wasted that. I'd have known the Matrix one. But clearly you did as well. You didn't need me there. Let's take a look. Prue's getting that one wrong. Sticks on £32,000, but 10 out of 11 is a jolly good effort. Quite a few other people on 10 out of 11 while we're here. Zeus, Topper, Jack, Oni, Big Man Aaron. On the other side, we've got Colo on 10. Sampster's on 10. Bass is on 10. Innes and Carvo currently leading the pack with a streak of 11. Right, Tipster, you've used up all your lifelines. You've got £64,000. Question number 12 is worth £125,000 with the right answer, but you lose 32 with a wrong answer. You don't have to play, you've got no lifelines left, but have a look. Question number 12 is worth £125,000. Which of these countries currently has fewer 3-star Michelin restaurants than the rest? Japan, France, USA, Italy.
Okay. I know Japan has quite a lot, quite shockingly. And I'm fairly sure Italy's quite well known for its cuisine, so it's France or USA. And do I take a punt on what I feel like for 125?
You lose 32 if you're wrong. $50 seconds.
I feel like the USA is so big and it has like posh people, big movie stars and things like that, that there will be certain posh clientele there. And although France is known for its fancy cuisine,
under 30 seconds now.
France, final answer, please.
You had £64,000. Tipster's the wrong answer. You've just lost 32. I'm so sorry. It's D. Italy. Yes, as you were saying, France feels like it should have fewer because it's a relatively sparser country, more spread out. Japan famously has got quite a lot. I think Japan might have the most per capita. Italy, Italy would have been my instinct there probably. But hey ho, can't be helped. But you gave it a good go, and you've been a wonderful contestant. And you don't leave us empty-handed. Tipster, you still go away with £32,000. Have you had a good time?
I've had a good time.
Wonderful. Well, you've clocked in at just about half an hour, so we're keeping in line with the new timings of the game as well, which is nice. So thank you very much for that. Just before you go, let's just take a peep into the lobby and see how we got on. Both Carr and Innes getting the correct answer on 12 for 12, and we will play out the rest of the pack with Carr and Innes in just a second, and of course the rest of the lobby as well. But for you, Tipster, your game does end here. Thank you very much for joining us, and you leave us with £32,000. I'm going to pop you into the green room now. Oh, he's popped himself into the green room. So, Tipster leaves us with £32,000 after giving it a good go, but we have got 3 questions left in this pack that you, as the lobby, get to wrestle over and to see who comes out on top for extra pennies. So, without any further ado, let's go on to question number 13. In which year was Croatia admitted as a member of the United Nations by General Assembly? 1979, 1992, 1974, 1987. Answer now. Slightly different format for this one. You get the answers one at a time. And I've implemented the percentage thing as well. Having a cat jab to this. B, 1992, and the majority getting the right answer as well. 66%. Nicely done. $250,000. Let's see who got them. Carr and Innes both getting them right. 13 out of 13 to both of you. Very well played on getting that one. There are a few players still on 12 kicking about, but 13s are where we're looking. Car and Innes all going to be on you. We could have 2 people getting 5 pennies each if you can go all the way to question 15. For now, we've got question 14. Take a look at this. Released in 2016, My Heart is Buried in Venice was written by which indie pop artist? Rick Montgomery, Cavetown, Clairo, Rex Orange County. Answer now. Rick Montgomery was the answer, not the majority by any stretch. 47% was the highest percentage of answer going the wrong way there. How's that affected in here? Innes walking away and Carr getting it wrong. So it's going to be a battle as to who can get the last question. I will break the tie on who has got the highest amount rather than give out 2 sets. I think that was my rule that I said. I haven't said it here, but that was my rule in my head anyway. But we may not have it. We've got 2 players on 13. Have we got more than 2 players on 13? Or maybe I will give out pennies to everyone who gets the most number of questions. I'll think about it over the course of the next way. I'll see what the result is and then make a decision. A handful of people did get that right. Zeus, Toot, AB Me, Jers and Colo all getting that one right. But Innes walking away, setting it at 250 with 13 questions. Carr dropping that to 32, but still 13 out of 14. One more question for you all. Have a look at the 15. Question 15, the £1 million question. Have a look. Which of these lip balm flavours has never been sold by the global skincare company Burt's Bees? Something berry, mango, kiwi fruit, or cucumber mint? Answer now. Is that acacia, should that be? Acai berry? I don't even know how to translate that. Arsai. Thank you, Tantusa. Kiwi fruit, the most popular answer, only just was the correct answer. C, kiwi fruit. Acai. Acai. Lovely. Thank you. Cool. Right, and so that's how the end game now plays out. You see the percentage, it automatically locks in. I don't have to press any buttons at all, which is grand. Let's take a look at the final scores. I was going to Innes and Carr. Carr has won it with 14 out of 15. Getting that last one right. Don't know if that was a stab in the dark or if that was just something you happen to know, Carr. But very, very well played. 14 out of 15. I'm going to do a quick sweep and make sure no one else has 14 out of 15. Doesn't look like it. 13 there for Innes. 13 for Colo. And... no, 14 out of 15, but £32,000, which I think I said was 3, which to my mind doesn't now feel quite right. I'm going to call it 3 because that's what I said. But it's just a miscellaneous penny rather than a leaderboard. Misk penny, Car _ 7th, award penny, award penny. Award penny. I just clicked the button 3 times. 3 pennies because that's what I said. I'll make a better system, but I do like that whoever gets the most right gets points. I feel that I probably should give more as it gets to the top end. That's Pennywang. Tipster, I will add your score to the leaderboard after the fact because that requires more information like your fastest finger time and stuff, which I don't have handy. But I do need to give out an author bonus to our friend Sam is Acidic in his absence. Lovely question pack, and it's so nice that we do get to see all of these now. Thank you very much to Sam for that pack. And have another bonus penny. So that's the end of the first game. We're going to play again. We'll pick another 10 people. So tips are maybe if you can join the East Wing if you're joining the second game, but anyone else is welcome to join the West Wing. It might pull in the same people, it might pull in new people. It's RNG every time. There's no brute force list. But if you want to self-exclude because you feel like you've had a go recently, or you just want to play along for fun, or you don't have a microphone, or for whatever reason, join the East Wing lobby rather than the West Wing lobby. There's still no closing credits, and I haven't even got an ending title card. It just says roll credits in the console, which is something, I suppose. So it's going to temporarily go to the void, and then we'll play on game number 2. Before I do that, though, I'm going to need to update the pack. So let's go to the void. Temporarily in the void. Yes, here we are in the void. Let's do Big Man Aaron's next. And this was rated that. Type in his name because I don't decompile author name from pack because old build. Right, I think that's about everything. So let's play on game number 2. I went to get another side and no one even noticed I was gone, but I did turn the microphone off. Right, Big Man Aaron's pack is coming up next. The difficulty rating has been set at 4.5 out of 10, but what that actually translates to is 4 for UK, 5 for US, a slight UK slant, but the pack generally slightly on the easier side than the previous one. 39 players have been given a penny, and one of them is new, so welcome to you if you are new here. If you want to come and play Big Man Aaron's question pack, type in one of these 2 codes. WUQT, or NUQT, National Union of Qualified Teachers. Actually, that sounds like it could be a thing, NUQT. Right hand side for casual play, or you haven't got a microphone, or you're just chilling, or you've played a lot recently. Left hand side if you want to come to be in the hot seat, but remember, if you want to be in the hot seat, you need to be a member of the Discord, you need to have a decent microphone. National Union of Qualified Teachers. It feels like it could be that, yeah. Excuse me. Come on in. Come join the game. I'll give you around this loop and then we'll lock it up. Remember, even if you only want to play a little bit, you need to be in the lobby from the very beginning of the game. You can't join midway through. So even if you only want to play the odd 1 or 2 questions, do still come and join the lobby. Are you a QT? Very nice, Jack Wolf. You can also set your location by whispering, if you prefer. We'll only show the locations of the 10 people fast-tracked into the hot seats. Hot seats. Oh, Oni, I've just seen your message. I will I'll look at stuff in Discord suggestions a bit later on. I will look at those. I've just looked at the bot moderator page, so I've just seen some edits, but I will look at those in a bit more detail in due course. Right, last call. Last call for anybody. Okay, we'll lock it up. Let's pick our 10 hot seaters. Our second 10 for Big Man Aaron's question pack. Maple Yamanote from Lincolnshire. Jack Wilfred from Southern England, where nobody lies, Jeremy. That just doesn't happen. Car the 7th from there. No, not there, there. The Lupine one from Vale of Glamorgan. Bill Kiasco from my location. Jogging Chong from under the ground and from all over. Cashy Head from West Yorkshire, still. Connor M27 from Runcorn. Proogs from sunny Manchester. And Clive of Legend from a Build-A-Bear where none of the employees have eyes. What? What? Oh, for the record, if you see yourself in the background, I can't remember if it populates all 10 at the beginning and disappears from the back. I think it might do. So it's maybe spoilers. So if you see yourself in the background of the chairs, it probably means you're not going to get into the hot seat. I think it does do all 10 at once. I can't remember. So that's a sort of minor spoiler alert that you might know you're not going to be picked on any one particular occasion. Right. You all know the drill. Big Man Aaron's question pack. If you want to come and have a go at it, you need to win. Fastest finger first. So, eyes down. Whispering to Persephone's Twitch bot. CDAB, ACBDB, ACD, whatever you think the right order is of this question. Whoever gets fastest is next into the hot seat to play for a virtual £1 million. Good luck to you all. Here comes the next question. Put these planets in order from smallest to largest. Mars, Mercury, Venus, Earth. Relatively straightforward one if you can time to think it through. So, oh, my hairband's come out. Well, apparently my hair is fine without it. Starting with the smallest then, Mercury, closest to the sun. Then going out from Mercury, you've got Mars. Coming back in a little bit, you've got Venus. And then the largest of those four is the Earth. B, A, C, D. That was the right order. No, there's no time to think, I know. B, A, C, D, that's the right order. Let's find out who was right and who was right in the fastest time. All of these right. Not many of them. Who was fastest? Bilky Asko in 5.31 seconds. The fastest of the West Wing players anyway, and also the fastest of the hot seat players. Only Keshi in the hot seat getting that one right just a little bit slower. Samster Innis and Energia on the other side finding the right answer, but nobody else. Well done if you did get that. Bilky, if you'd like to make your way towards the green room, we'll get your sound tested. Oh, there's a Bilky Asko. I'm not sure if Score Count might be coming to sound test you first. He might not be. We'll find out in a minute. If he doesn't appear in 5 seconds, then I will assume that he's not. 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. I'll bring you in and hope your microphone works. Bilky, hello. Oh, assuming the microphone works may have been a bad idea. Oh no, there you are. I heard you.
Yeah. I can hear you, but not through the Discord. You
can hear me, but not through the Discord? How unusual. Everything's unmuted. Yeah. If I mute and unmute myself, definitely.
Be a main problem, who knows?
Might be. You can hear me through stream, but not through Discord. What's your output settings in Discord?
That's what I'm going to have to check now. Hold on.
Go. Have a little peep. Score. Sorry, Pen, I'm a little slow today. That's fine, Score. Don't worry about it. Don't worry your head. We'll let Bilky... I'll keep talking just in case Bilky suddenly gets... While we're doing that, I'll unpause these notifications. We'll have some more notifications come through. I'll see if I've missed anything. I don't think I did. A couple of new follows. Can you hear me now?
I can. It wasn't me problem.
Ah, fantastic. Welcome. Welcome to you. We'll let maybe one more alert go off. If it's going to. There we go. And now we'll pause alerts again. Bilky, welcome. I don't think I've had you here before.
No, first time.
It is lovely to have you here, and yeah, hope you're keeping well. I'm assuming you know the rules of the game.
I do, yes.
Wonderful. Well, the first decision that you need to make is it going to be the classic 50-50 or the more modern double dip?
Definitely 50-50.
Definitely 50-50. 50-50 it shall be. Next thing, you need to pick 3 people to come and act as phone a friend. People in the Twitch chat will make themselves known if they're available if you're not sure who to pick. Any strong thoughts?
No particular thoughts, because I don't think I know enough people here, but anybody that's popping up in the chat, I'll pick them.
We like shapes. We like shapes, there's one. Kimaru, this looks fun. Is that a volunteer for phone a friend? Zeus happy to help. Shapes, Zeus, and Kimaru. Kimaru wants the third. There we go.
Yeah.
First three. That works. Shapes. So Shapes, Kimaru, and Zeus, be on standby in the Discord with your microphones ready in case we need to call you up to be phone a friend. You know the drill. 50-50. Phone a friend. Ask the Twitch audience, and indeed ask the host. This is Big Man Aaron's question pack. I think I hear a British accent. In fact, I think I know you're a British fellow. So this is probably leaning more towards 4 out of 10 rather than 5 out of 10 for you. Best of luck. You ready to play?
Yeah.
Okay, let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? And a reminder once again, if you're playing in the lobby game, simply abstain from answering to walk away. But even if you walk away or get one wrong, you can continue for most number of questions, and that is what the penny will be based on. Keep your eyes on the chat and whisper to the bot. Bilky, good luck. Question number 1, it's worth £100. Which of these is the title of an American game show? Ring of Riches, Wheel of Fortune, Disc of Wealth, Circle of Cash.
As excited as the other 3 sound, I think I'll go for Wheel of Fortune B.
The right answer, you got £100. No drama so far there. £100 and off the mark. Let's take a look at the lobby. Riff, Keshi, Tantusar walking away. Maybe they're sitting this one out. Maybe they've gone to make a cup of tea or something. Everyone else getting that one right. On we go. Question number 2 for £200. Complete the name of this children's book by Eric Carle. The Very Hungry what? Horse. Penguin. Another penguin. Gecko. Caterpillar.
Yeah, again, as much as the other 3 would make excellent books, I think I'll go for D, Caterpillar.
Not penguin.
No, it's tempting, but no.
Caterpillar.
Yeah, fine answer.
That's the right answer, you got £200. What the abundance of penguins, though? That's the second time we've had a penguin question on the first 5. Yeah, Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. Casver is getting that one wrong and dropping that down to 0, but everybody else is still nice and green for now. On we go. Question number 3 for £300. Which of these writing implements is most likely to be HB? Permanent marker, pen, chalk, pencil.
Yeah, out of those 4, it's bound to be pencil, having used plenty at school, so pencil, D, final answer.
The right answer, you just won £300. I remember in art we were always told we needed a B or a 2B, but not an HB pencil. My wife's the pencil nut in this house. She does an awful lot of drawing. Shadowmain getting that one wrong, dropping back to 0. G. Ison's choosing to walk away with £200, standing it there. But remember, you can continue to answer even if you've got one wrong. Green for everybody else. On we go. Question number 4. This is for £500. A Bunsen burner is most likely to be used in which school subject? Geography, chemistry, mathematics, French.
Well, we did a lot of burning in our school in the French lessons, but you're supposed to be using them in chemistry, so B, final answer.
That's the right answer, you won £500. Imagine using a Bunsen burner in French. What that to do to no, I'm not going to say anything else. Yeah, I can't imagine what that would be. Stoshkar choosing to walk on that one. 3 out of 4, setting it at £300. That'd be 1 penny if you can get the most questions right. So, question number 5, last point where you could go away with nothing. All 4 lifelines still there if you need them. Have a look. Question number 5 is worth £1,000. Yellow and Fix You are both songs by which British group? Icy Play, Chili Play, Cold Play, Baltic Play.
I think all the other 3 names are actually improvements on the actual name, but yes, I'm going for Coldplay, final answer.
It's the right answer, you've just won £1,000. Now, since this is Big Man Aaron's question pack, and Big Man Aaron made the request, I've just seen a feline return from the hunt. So, Big Man Aaron, here is your Show Me the Catto. Ozzy, say hello. This is Ozzy again, because he's friendly. Say hello to Bill Kiasco as well, Ozzy, won't you? Say hello.
Hi.
Hi. Are you into cats, Bilky?
Yes, I am. I don't have one, but I'm into cats, yes.
Oh, he's so sweet. Are you purring? Are you purring? I can't hear because I've got headphones on. There's your cat. There's your Show Me the Cat. Was that worth the 10,000 channel points there, Big Man Aaron? He's such a good boy. He's so soft. He's so soft. So Topper doing the lol what to Whiskers. Whiskers emoji. Hello, gorgeous boy. I kind of don't want to put him down, but as I know as soon as I move anything, yeah, he's going to struggle now. Are you done? Are you done, Ozzy? Oh, you're going to stay? You're going to stay for a bit? Okay, you can stay for a bit. Let's check out the lobby. Oh, let's focus on the right window and then check out the lobby. No drama there. Everybody who was still in getting that one right. In fact, almost everybody giving me the correct answer as well. Ozzy, are you staying now? I've been waiting for you, Mr. Bond. Going to do my Blofeld impression. Right. No drama there in the lobby. Bilky, so far so good. 5 questions down and 5 questions correct. Guarantees you £1,000. Not had to touch your lifelines yet either, so that's all good news as well. Question number 6 is worth £2,000 with the right answer. You might as well play this one, so there's nothing to lose. Have a look. Let me know what you'd like to do. Which of the following is a keyboard instrument? Cello, harpsichord, euphonium, timpani.
This is one of those ones where if I was in the chat, I'd immediately pick an answer. Then, because now I'm thinking more difficult. I know it's not a cello. I'm aware of what that is. Obviously, it's a stringed instrument, and a timpani is the drum. As much as I didn't want to use it this early, could I use the 50-50, please?
Yeah, of course. Computer, take away 2 wrong answers, please. Leave Bilky just the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer. Harpsichord or timpani?
Yeah, harpsichord, final answer.
Right answer, you won £2,000. Yes, cello is a low stringed instrument, timpani is a big kettle drum. A euphonium is actually a large brass instrument, if memory serves, often used in brass bands, not so much in orchestras. A harpsichord is sort of precursor of the piano, but not really. It came before the piano, but musically speaking, they're not very similar. As a piano, the note is hit with a hammer, whereas a harpsichord, the string is plucked. From pressing a key. Quite a nice instrument. Was once described as 2 skeletons copulating on a tin roof. Let's have a look. Benz J, Maple Yamanote, Sparrow, Brand New Halo, etc. and Jers all getting that one wrong. Mappy choosing to walk away on that one. So setting the store at £1,000 for all of those. But do keep answering if you're in the lobby, because the more you answer, the more questions you could get. Bilky, you've got 3 lifelines left. Phone a friend, ask the audience, ask the host. Question number 7 is worth £4,000. If you give me a right answer, take a look at this. In which of these places would you not find a Tate Art Gallery? London, St Ives, Salford, Liverpool.
Well, you'd expect one in London. Salford and Liverpool seem like the sort of places you would have them. I'm leaning towards St Ives just because it doesn't seem somewhere important enough to have a Tate Art Gallery.
You have got 3 lifelines if you want. Phone a friend, ask the audience, ask the host. You lose £1,000 if you're wrong.
I think I'll ask the audience. Seems to too much of a risk to do otherwise.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what they're there for. Audience, on your keypads then. Remember, even if you've already answered, you must answer again. Even if you're not in one of the lobbies, you can still take part in this survey. Here's the question for £4,000. In which of these places would you not find a Tate Art Gallery? A is London, B is St Ives, C is Salford, D is Liverpool. All vote now. Remember, even if you've answered once, please do answer again to be included in this poll. And even if you're not in a lobby, you can answer and take part, either whisper or do it in public chat. Either is fine. Nobody thinks London. 25% think it might be St Ives. 66% thinking Salford. 8% thinking Liverpool. So where would you not find the Tate Art Gallery? The majority answer, 66%, seem to think C, Salford. But it's up to you. You can go with them, you can not go with them. You can use another lifeline, you can still walk away.
Yeah,
45 seconds.
Yeah, the St Ives, I think, is possibly partly influenced by the fact that I've given my reasoning before going for ask the audience. So I think I'll go with the audience and go for C.
Salford, final answer.
Yeah.
So right answer, you've just won £4,000. Yeah, London I knew about, and Liverpool I knew about. London I've been to, actually. Liverpool I knew about somewhere in my brain, and I had a funny feeling St Ives was another one. Salford I couldn't have said either way, but yeah. Got there in the end, so no drama. Connor, Jogging Chum, Oni, JY and Tipster all dropping back down to £1,000 there, and Dogfish, Tyson, David and Lingomaniac all choosing to walk away with £2,000 there. Number of people still on 7 out of 7, doing very, very well indeed. Let's see if they can keep that up as we go on to question number 8. It's worth £8,000. Phone a friend left, ask the host left you 3 away from that next big milestone of £32,000. Bilky, take a look, let me know what you'd like to do. Which of these computing products is not offered as part of Microsoft Office? Keynote, OneNote, OneDrive, SharePoint.
This is not my wheelhouse. OneDrive is the cloud storage. SharePoint is some sort of business application that I don't use. OneNote is the notes application that nobody uses. So the answer is A, Keynote. Final answer.
That's right answer. You've just won £8,000. Yes, if memory serves, Keynote is the Apple equivalent of PowerPoint.
Yeah, I thought
as GIs would say, Keynote is Apple's presentation solution compared to PowerPoint. I love it when people have the same factoids as me. It makes me feel so clever. Because I don't have any notes for this, obviously. I'm not keeping the citations open here. So only I have a bloody computer science degree and you got this one wrong. And you learn about things like programming, though, only, not about, packages from Microsoft and such like. Zeus, Car, Proogs, 2, and Harpy all getting that one wrong. Topper, Samsa and Energia all choosing to walk away. We've still got a handful of people on 8 for 8 and a number of people still getting it right at this point. Let's go on to the next question. Question number 9 is worth £16,000, 2 away from that next big milestone and 2 lifelines still intact. Phone a friend, ask the host, use them if you need to. You lose £7,000 with the wrong answer on this question. Have a look. You don't have to play. Let me know what you'd like to do. In which type of restaurant are you most likely to eat keftedes? Lebanese, Turkish, Greek, Italian.
Well, it doesn't look Italian as a word. The word it reminds me of is kofta, which I think is Turkish, off the top of my head. But I'm not certain. I think I'd like to ask the host.
You want to ask me?
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I think. Now, I don't see these questions in advance. I certainly don't know the answers. But I don't see the questions until they're put in front of me. Now, this one, I'm a little bit nervous now. Because before the options came down, I was thinking Greek. Yeah. And now you've just said Turkish, which means if I now need to decide how convincing I want to be with my Greek, because if your default answer is Turkish and my default answer is Greek, then we've got a bit of a problem. Now, I am not certain, but I was fairly sure it was Greek before the options came down. It's something to do with the FT together. It reminds me of other Greek words. And tatsiki as well. It feels like I've seen it on a... I was in Greece, I was in Santorini a couple of summers ago, and I can't help but feel I've seen it there. Now that you've said Turkish, that feels like it could be a reasonable answer. And if it were me, I would play Greek. If it were me, I would probably take a punt on this one. If it were me, because obviously, if it were me, I wouldn't have had you saying, I think it's Turkish. And so if it were me in the hot seat, I would probably play Greek without using any lifelines. I might play a double dip if I had it. Greek would be my strong inclination. I'm not going to put a percentage on it like I often would, but Greek, put it this way, if I was in the hot seat, I would play Greek. And that is my final answer. Bong.
Well, do I take your advice and then ramp up the tension by possibly being wrong? Or do I take my own advice and suffer the humiliation of it being wrong? I don't know.
Well, if you go for Greek, the humiliation's on me.
Well, yeah. Go on then. C, Greek, final answer.
You have got one more lifeline left. Final answer.
Yep, final answer.
I don't get anything in the log. I've never been so nervous after an Ask the Host. Oh, God. Computer, can you reveal... Is C the right answer? Oh! It's the right answer. My God, I've never been so relieved. My wife came to high-five me there. Good Lord in heaven. Oh... Who invented this game? we need a beat the host game show. That would be a very short game, Kimaru. I don't think I'm all that good, but I can help out on the odd question. Right, I'm just going to catch my breath again. Jack Wilford, Lupine, Clive, and AB Me all getting that one wrong. We have still got Matt, Shapes, and Innes. Notably, Shapes is one of your phone of friends, along with Kimaru and someone else who I can't remember because they're not in the green room. Say again? Zeus, it was Zeus. Sorry, Zeus. Me. Ben sits back and chills for the rest of the game. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to relax now. I've got to press the buttons. So you have still got that phone a friend left. Zeus, Kimaru, or Shapes, if you like. Question number 10 guarantees you £32,000 if you give me a right answer to this question. You lose 15 if you're wrong. You can walk away. £16,000 is a very respectable amount to have on the leaderboard. But it's up to you. One lifeline left. Question number 10 of a possible 15. It's worth a guaranteed £32,000. Diego Maradona scored his famous Hand of God goal whilst playing in which country? Brazil, USA, Argentina, Mexico. I am going to get a clarification from the proofer here, who I believe is Colo. It is indeed playing in which country and not for which country. That is a very subtle distinction.
Yes.
I'm assuming this has been proof and double proof, but I don't want to be accused of falsery. So what I'm actually going to do is just because actually it's Big Man Aaron's pack, so I think he's here. What I'm going to do is I was going to set the timescale to 0 for a moment so it stops the clock.
Yeah.
And I will just get, because it is potentially a very, very different question. Big Man Aaron, can you confirm this question is correct? It is in which country and not for which country? We're just going to have a quick check, without giving away the answer, of course. And because you've asked the host what we could potentially... In is correct. Fantastic. And Big Man Aaron, because the host has been asked already, I can now be asked and keep a straight face, so I can look at the answer, which I am going to, and hopefully you're not seeing that in the stream here, Bilky. Cool. So I have now seen the answer, so obviously you've used us host anyway. This is the pack that is most similar to the TV show. Nice work, says David. Bilky, if you just want to message me, if you want to just DM me what answer you're expecting to come up here, and I'll just confirm that that is the same one, just because I'd hate on the £32,000 question, just in case something has gone awry. Not that I'm distrusting you for 1 second, Big Man Aaron. It's just one of those questions that I think could end in some tears. So Bilky knows which way to go.
Well, I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know, right?
No.
Okay, Big Man Aaron has confirmed what I'm expecting, so I'm going to put the clock back on. So, you've had a bit of thinking time there. You have still got that lifeline phone a friend left. Would you like to use it?
I think I'll use it, and I'll use it with Shapes, if that's possible.
Okay, we're going to get We Like Shapes up on the phone, thanks to our friends at AT. No, that didn't really catch on in this country, did it? Thanks to our friends at AT&T. Hopefully, Shapes will come to the green room. You know the drill. Do you want me to tell him how much money's involved?
Yes, you can let him know.
Okay. So this is your last lifeline. We'll just wait for Shapes to come through. Here he is into the green room. Shapes. Oh, he's back in the green room again. We'll try again. Shapes.
Hello.
Hello. Royal Flush here from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello. Shapes, I've got Bilky here, Bilky Asco. He's doing rather well. He's got up to £16,000. But he needs your help to get up to the next big milestone of £32,000. The next voice you'll hear will be Bilkey's. He'll tell you the question. There are still 4 possible answers. One of them is worth a guaranteed £32,000. All right, mate?
Okay.
Fantastic. Right, Bilkey, lots of luck. 30 seconds. Your time starts now.
Diego Maradona scored his famous Hand of God goal whilst playing in which country? Brazil, USA, Argentina, Mexico.
I'm 95% sure it's Mexico.
Right.
Diego Maradona, his sort of playing heyday was the early mid-80s. Brazil held the World Cup in 2016, USA 94. Mexico, I think, was 82 or 86. I don't know if I...
Well, cut out. I don't know. We'll never know. We'll never know what Shapes doesn't know. But he sounded quite confident with that.
Does know. Yeah, 95% I think is more than enough for me because I had 0% other than the fact that it seemed Argentina probably wasn't the right answer. So yes, I think I'll go with what he says. D, Mexico, final answer.
Bilkey, you had £16,000. You've just won 32,000.
Yeah.
Well played, and well played, Shapes as well. And Shapes, if you're listening back on stream, sorry I had to cut you off midway through there, just in the interest of keeping the tension of the clock there. Right, £32,000 now guaranteed. Matt and Innes getting that one wrong. Matt getting the football question wrong. Oh, it's going to take a while to live that one down. Maybe he misread it. We can give him the benefit of the doubt of that one. But Innes also dropping back to 1,000, which means we like Shapes, your phone a friend, the very sensible phone a friend, the only player left in the lobby, still in live play, as it were, 10 out of 10 in a row, which means he's guaranteed the highest amount of 32,000 in the lobby. Not yet guaranteed the highest number of questions, but if he can do that, then he will earn himself at least 3, if not 5 pennies. So well done, Shapes. Now, as for you, Bilkey, you've got to this point £32,000, a good position to be in. Oh, excuse me, that is guaranteed now. You are out of lifelines, but you might as well play question number 11. It's worth £64,000. There's nothing to lose here. Have a look. Let me know what you'd like to do. Question 11 of a possible 15. Which British comedian shares his name with the author of the 2004 novel Cloud Atlas? Bill Bailey, Jack D, David Mitchell, Julian Barrett.
Ooh, I'm slightly tempted. I don't know this for certain, but I'd be tempted partly by Julian Barrett because I've never heard of Julian Barrett as a comedian. But then David Mitchell's quite tempting as well because that seems like a relatively common name. I wouldn't have thought it'd be Jack D. That's quite a specific name. And Bill Bailey. So
nothing to lose on this question. You might as well have a go.
Toss-up. So I think I will go for David Mitchell. Final answer.
I'm so glad you've done that because I knew the answer to this one, and that's the right one. You've just won £64,000.
Ooh.
Nicely done, as Sam's saying.
I'm sorry to Julian Barrett as well.
My wife's just told me that for years she thought they were the same person. Turns out they're not the same person, but they are both called David Mitchell. Shapes still on a roll, 11 out of 11. There are a couple of people just behind on 10. I'm seeing a Matt the Ref on 10. I'm seeing a Lupine on 10. A Prugs on 10. I'm seeing an AB Me on 10. And Harpies on 10. And Innes is on 10. So, Shapes can't let his guard down because he could be overtaken or at least have to share the prize with some other people. Now, question number 12, Bilkey, is worth £125,000. This is the highest question we saw in live play earlier on, and we saw it not go the right way. You can walk away with £64,000 and take that place on the leaderboard, but a right answer to question number 12 would get you £125,000. Good luck. Have a look. Let me know what you'd like to do. Question number 12 of a possible 15. Which architect designed the controversial Louvre Pyramid, completed in 1989? Anish Kapoor, Zaha Hadid, Norman Foster, I.M. Pei.
Well, the word controversy and Anish Kapoor seem to go together quite well. I mean, I've heard of 3 of them. So, based on absolutely nothing at all, I'm going to take the risk and go for Anish Kapoor.
You don't have to play. You do lose £32,000 if you're wrong here.
No, I'm gonna take the risk. I'm a risky guy. I'm gonna go for Anish Kapoor. Final answer.
Final answer, A, Anish Kapoor. You had £64,000. It's not right, Bilkin. Sorry, you've just lost 32. The answer is D. I am Pay. And you know what? We did a test pack of Millionaire yesterday in Ash's server. It was with one of Samster's old question packs, and a very similar question, or a question that would have given you the answer, came up there. It was IMK designed which the pyramid outside which building. It was Samster's pack, and Ash was in the hot seat, and it would have come up on a Millionaire stream a little while back. So so I was sitting here thinking, I know this is I Am Pay. It's not I Am Pie, it's I Am Pay. I was sitting here before they came up. But that's the way it goes. But you've given us a great show, and you've done amazingly well. £32,000 is what will go onto your leaderboard. We Like Shapes is still on 12, just to check how the lobby's getting on. And interesting to see, most of the players, I think, if not all the players who were in that game yesterday, are indeed getting that one right. But for the lobby, the game continues. But for you, Bill Kiasko, I'm afraid the game does come to an end here. Have you had a good time?
I have indeed.
Wonderful. Well, we hope to see you again in the future, but for now, leaving us with £32,000. So, once again, we see question 12 and our hot seat player gets it wrong. Which means, lobby, we once again have 3 more questions that we need to race through. And this will be to decide who gets the miscellaneous penny or pennies. We Like Shapes in pole position at the moment. Can he keep hold of that? We'll find out. Let's go on to question number 13. Which of these countries uses a non-decimal currency? Remember, the answering is a little bit more spaced out in this one. Mauritius, Madagascar, Maldives, Mali. Answer now. Madagascar, not the most popular answer, only 27% going for that on the £250,000 question. And I see what the point was raised about the graph covering me up. I will make sure that goes on the left-hand side for next time. Shapes has tried and got it wrong, dropping back down to £32,000. Not going to make much difference in terms of the pennies until I change that structure up. 12 out of 13, though. What is going to make a difference to Shapes, though, is if anyone else has got it right. And I can see that Proogs is now up to 12 out of 13 as well. And also Innis is on 12 out of 13 now as well. A couple of players on 11, but 12 is now the goal, and there are 2 questions to go. Let's go on question number 14. In which year did the Bank of England officially withdraw £1 notes? 1981, 1979, 1988, 1984. Answer now. Yeah, still whispering, Samson. C is the right answer, and the majority went 36%. Not a hard majority, but most populous answer was C. And quite a few people getting it right. Not a lot, but if you've got that little green tick taken straight out of danger zone, then that is what we're looking for. We're looking for 13s now. Proogs on 12 still. Clive now 12. Shapes does move up to 13. Innis still on 12. So it looks like Shapes is back in pole position with 13 with 1 question to go. Best of luck. Here is question number 15 of 15. Broadcast in 1967, what was the first UK sporting event to be shown in colour in the UK? FA Cup, Wimbledon, Grand National, boat race. Answer now. Wimbledon again, the most popular answer, 42%, and Wimbledon was right. You need to have colour for Wimbledon so that you know it's not the French Open. And so, to our lobby, let's see how we got on. Shapes did get that one right. Trust Shapes to get a tennis question right at the end, which means he finishes on 14. I think the highest scoring player, I will just have a quick glance over, looking for 13s or 14s. We've got Samster finishing on 13. We've got Harpy finishing on 13. And that is it. So Shapes is our lobby champion. I shall give you, because you got, because you cashed out at 32, that is going to be 3 pennies. We like Shapes. We like Shapes. Misk penny, and 1, and 2, and 3. There you go. Shapes getting 3 pennies right there. Lovely stuff. And I'm going to give you one final bonus penny as we go to the break. It won't really be a break. It will be me reloading the question pack. And this final question pack of this evening belongs to Lingo Maniac. And this has been a sort of inverse rating of the last one, whereas the last one was 4 UK, 5 US. This one is 6 US, 7 UK is the difficulty rating that has been granted to this pack from Lingo Maniac 88. So, same drill as before. There'll be 2 lobbies. Join the one on the left if you want to play in the hot seat. Join the one in the right if you just want to play in the lobby game. Remember, you need a microphone and access to the Discord if you want to come and play in the hot seat. Right, we're going to go to the void. Let's go to the void. To the void. Here we are in the void. It's nice here. Come to the void. We have cake. And let's put in the pack of Lingo Maniac 88. And I'm going to average it out, 6.5 out of 10. So same as the first one, but 6 for US, 7 for UK. So a slightly more US-centric pack here. Shouldn't be as a massive detriment. There shouldn't normally be more than about 1 point of difficulty between them. And again, this one was proofed by 8 Minky. I think the last one was by Colo. This one again by 8 Minky. So thank you very much to 8 Minky. And of course to Lingo Maniac for writing. Before we go on, I need to stop the bonus right there, actually, because I forgot to give out my bonus penny. 31 players claiming that. I gave the Misk pennies to Shapes, but I need to give the Auth bonus to Big Man Aaron, don't I? Big Man Aaron 1, I believe. Yes, Big Man Aaron 1. Author bonus, 3 extra pennies for you. Thank you very much for that lovely question pack. And if anyone would like to write questions for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire or any of the games that we play here on Game Night, do come join the Discord and get the question right to roll. All the details are there. Right, last game of the night. Lingo Maniac's question pack. Let's get ready. So we all know the drill by now. One final game courtesy of Lingo Maniac, and if you want to play in it, then you need to enter this code. Or that code. DPMX PVAN. Maybe if you've already played tonight, you might want to join the right-hand lobby. It means you can still play along casually, but give someone else a chance in the hot seat. If you want to set your location, exclamation mark location, doesn't have to be your actual location. It can be something witty, but ideally not too long. And that'd be grand. If you don't set your own location, the computer will assign you one at random. Huh? The dog is celebrating a successful walk by making love to her bed. She's now come to say hello. Do you want to come back and say hello again, dog? You can't now. Come on. Come on. I'll give you a treaty. No, I'm going to lie down so you can pick me up. Twat. Call me a twat, Hanoi. She always calls me names as our dog. Very rude. Yeah, sorry, Doug. She does like to celebrate. She does like to celebrate her walks. Don't you, dog? Oh, who's big and dumb? Have you seen Penny anywhere? Oh, a fruity stick for the dog. Miney, what's this? What's this? Come on, you want to see the boys and girls? Circus. Isn't she clever? Mind my fingers. Mind my fingers. Or don't mind my fingers, that's fine as well. Miney. Circus. Good girl. Ow. Stop biting me. Who's a good dog? Do you want to finish him? Oh, good girl. Right, loop must be coming to an end. 18 on each side. That's a rather nice symmetry. At least I think R is the 18th letter of the alphabet. Last chance to join. We'll pick 10 from the left-hand side to come and fill in our hot seat. And there is the end of the sting. So, our final 10 fastest finger contestants tonight are... Brooks from Essex. Tantusar from Hobart, Australia at 7 a.m. Zeusless from Look Over There. Deduceman45 from New Mexico, USA. Riff Raccoon from A Nice Tree. Big Man Aaron from Hampshire. Jongy Chum from the end of... Derek Haggerty from West Sussex. We Like Shapes from the Attic. And Ben J from Lincolnshire. So, those are our final 10 fastest finger contestants battling it out to get a place in the hot seat. So, one more time, eyes down for fastest finger first. Remember, if you're playing along in the lobby and you want to play for your own self-gratification, the rules are exactly the same. Whispering A, B, C, or D. I think that might have been a default location. Matt the ref, Hampshire is one of the very much not from Hampshire, yeah. It's a default location, it just sets one at random. So A, B, C, D, C, D, A, B, C, A, B, D, whatever you fancy. Thank you for that. C, A, B, D, whatever you fancy, whatever you think the right order is. To the fastest finger, whoever is fastest out of our 10 chosen hot seat players will be next into the chair to play for 1 million virtual pounds. So, eyes down, here comes the next question. Put these last names of Russian composers in alphabetical order. Rachmaninoff, Rimsky-Korsakov, Stravinsky, Shostakovich. Never Tchaikovsky. The meme is strong. Where's Tchaikovsky? It's never Tchaikovsky, so we couldn't have Tchaikovsky in this question. Right, hopefully straightforward. That'd be a bit more difficult if it's by year of birth, but alphabetical order should be relatively straightforward. A. Rachmaninoff, R.A. Then B. Rimsky-Korsakov, R.I. Then D. Shostakovich, S.H. And finally Stravinsky, C.S.T. So A, B, D, C is what you needed. Hopefully most of us got that one right, but I bet they didn't. All of these were right. Who was right the fastest time? Most of them. Who was fastest? Zeusless in 7.04 seconds. Well done, Zeus. And F's in chat for Matt the ref there, who was the actual fastest from the West Wing, but the computer did not select him for the hot seat. Better luck next time, Matt. But Zeus, you are our fastest player. Score Count and Zeus are both in the green room, ready to be sound tested. Most of us getting the correct answer. Was there anyone actually even faster than Matt? AB me, a little bit faster, 5.53 seconds. Very, very fast indeed. Right. Oh, we've got a Zeus. Zeus, hello.
Hi.
Lovely to see you. How are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
Excellent. Well, it doesn't seem like 5 minutes ago since we were last talking, but it was a full week ago playing a very different game. But this time I'm on your side.
Well, that's good to hear.
Rooting for you all the way. How have you fared in the other games tonight? I think I've seen you in the other 2 games this evening.
Not terribly. A harder get day is definitely right for me, because I've been getting a lot of those top-end questions wrong.
Aha. Well, that is sort of the design of the game.
Yeah.
Well, if you're ready to play, is this your first time in the hot seat?
Yes, it is.
It is. Wow, very exciting for you. Wish you the very best of luck. First question you need to answer, Zeus, is it going to be the classic 50-50, or is it going to be the slightly more interesting, arguably, but slightly more risky as well, double dip? Which is it going to be?
No one's picked double dip today, have they? So let's go.
Not today. We'll go double dip. Okay. Double dip it shall be. You also need to nominate 3 people to be a phone of friends in case you need a bit of help later on.
Ooh, okay. Colo didn't proof this pack, did he?
No, this one was Ape.
Okay. Can I pick Colo first?
Yes, indeed. Colo.
And then Toot.
And Toot.
And then Topper, please.
Colo, Toot, and Topper, if you could be on standby, ready to be phone of friends. But in the meanwhile, do please continue to play the game as normal. Very sensible choices, what Sebs is saying. So, 4 lifelines then, Zeus, to help you out along the way. That double dip that you've just picked the phone of friends that you just nominated, asking the Twitch audience, and of course, asking yours truly, the host, if you're so inclined. 15 questions now stand between you and a virtual £1 million. You ready to play?
I'm ready.
All right, let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? Same drill as the other two games for the lobby, whispering your answers to Persephone's Twitch bot. Only your first answer is accepted. Abstain if you want to walk away. Best of luck to you all, and best of luck to you, Zeus. Question number 1 is worth £100. The trading floor of the New York Stock Exchange is located at what street address? 11 Door Street, 11 Floor Street, 11 Window Street, 11 Wall Street.
I believe that's 11 Wall Street. I think I've actually been there at some point in my life.
Have you really?
Yeah.
You didn't undertake any trade while you were there, did you?
No, of course not.
D, final answer?
Yes, please. Final answer.
It's right answer, £100. Yes, where the wolf lived. The famous Wolf of Wall Street. Let's have a look at the lobby. Clive, Riff, Energy are walking away on that one. The Juice Man getting that first one wrong. Everybody else still in live play. Let's go on to question 2 for £200. What breed of dog, commonly associated with Queen Elizabeth II, derives its name from a Welsh phrase meaning dwarf dog? Beagle, Dachshund, Dalmatian, Corgi.
I wouldn't be allowed back in Wales. I'm not Welsh, but my family lived there. I wouldn't be allowed back if I got this wrong. They're the ones with the cute little butts. They are corgis. Final answer.
The right answer, you won £200. And the cute little butts.
Yeah, corgis have such cute, like, fluffy butts.
I can't say I've noticed, in all honesty, but I am more of a cat person, it must be said. Gazver is getting that one wrong. Bilky and Tantusar walking away, setting it at £100. But do keep answering, because you can still get questions right and win the maximum questions. On we go. Question number 3. Take a look. A person with celiac disease is generally advised to avoid eating foods containing what? Dairy, soy, gluten, shellfish.
I've got a couple of friends who have celiac disease. They can't eat gluten. Final answer.
Right answer, you won £300. Yes, I know they have to have special bread, although they can't have bread with gluten in. So far, so good. You're flying through. Jura's getting that one wrong, dropping that down to 0. Everybody else who was in live play getting the right answer, and a few people outside of live play. On we go then. Question number 4. It's worth £500. If a passage of sheet music is denoted with the letter F, how should it be played? Slowly, quietly, loudly, quickly.
Doubting myself here, but I think F stands for forte, which is strong, which would imply loudly, because none of the others slowly, quietly, quickly, none of them imply strong. So this is early on, yeah, I'm gonna go for loudly, final answer.
You do know I'm sitting here silently screaming the answer at you.
I can't use my answer this early.
Well, you might wish you had in the future, because if I don't know any of the others. Quietly would be P for piano. Quickly it wouldn't be on the score, it'd be at the top normally Allegro or Presto. Slowly, as we heard earlier on, Adagio or Lento or Largo. You're quite right. F, standing for forte, is loudly. It's the right answer. £500. Sorry, I had to give a factoid on that. It's sort of an affliction. If I know the answer to something and I have trivia, I'm going to share it. Really f***ing loud if you're a trumpet player, yeah. Trumpets only have F though, don't they, Ash? You can't really do P or anything below about a loud MF. Jack, Jogging Chum, ABB, Sparrowcastle, Mappy, Cetra, Harpy and Brand New Halo all getting that one wrong. Tyson choosing to walk on that question with £300. But of course, everybody is still able to keep answering questions for the maximum high score. Now, question number 5, Zeus, worth a guaranteed £1,000. Still got 4 lifelines left. Use them if you need to. Have a look. Hopefully you won't go away with nothing. Question number 5 of a possible 15 for a guaranteed £1,000. The internet slang term zucked refers to having content removed due to terms of service violations on what social media site? Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, I'm being told it's pronounced Zucked.
Yeah, that makes it even better for me because I don't officially know this, but Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook. So I'm going to lock in the Facebook final answer.
So right answer, you just won £1,000. Jack Wilfred, Mark, show me the Zuck getting swiftly deleted by a moderator there. Yeah. There's a distinction, I think, to be drawn between giving away too much information on the question and just correcting my pronunciation that might have otherwise destroyed the question. So just try and rein in the spoilers in the chat until the answer's been revealed. We'll be most grateful to you. Now, if I focus on the right window, we can go over to the lobby. Everybody who was still in live play getting that one right, and quite a few of the others who are outside of live play getting that right. Good to see. Plenty of 5 out of 5s there after the first third of the game. Zeus, you're flying. Guaranteed £1,000 now. No matter what happens, you leave with at least that amount. You've still managed to retain all 4 lifelines. You double dip, phone a friend, ask the audience, ask the host, all still there. Now, question number 6. You might as well play this one. There's nothing to lose here. If you give me a right answer, though, it is worth £2,000. Have a look. Let me know what you'd like to do. What is the pH of pure water at 25 degrees Celsius? 0, 5, infinite, 7.
So the thing that's throwing me off here is that 25 degrees Celsius, because I know that water, pure water, as specified in the question, is pH 7, because it is neither acid nor alkaline. But does heating it, I mean, it's not hot water, it's 25 degrees, that's basically room temperature.
It is room temperature, I think, is the implication of the question.
Yeah, so the pH, so that will be pH 7, which is in the middle of the scale. I'm gonna go for 7D, final answer.
7 dimensions. 7D.
But can you name them all?
I'll struggle after 4. It's the right answer. You've just won £2,000. So you've got sort of that way, that way, that way, and time are 4 dimensions. Unless that's not how dimensions work. Hypercubes and such like is not really my forte, so to speak. The forte question was more my forte. Nobody in live play getting that one wrong, and plenty of people outside live play also getting it right, which is lovely to see. Zeus, you're up to £2,000. Still got all 4 lifelines there. Question number 7, worth £4,000, though you lose 1,000 if you're wrong. Have a look. Let me know what you'd like to do. The song Go the Distance is featured in which Disney animated film? The Lion King, Aladdin, Pocahontas, Hercules.
Well, this is appropriate, isn't it? I've not actually, ashamed to say I've not actually seen Hercules, but I know it is from Hercules because I've had people laugh at me for getting this question wrong before. Hercules, Go the Distance is definitely from Hercules. I'm going to lock in D, final answer.
Do you know who sings it?
No.
It's Michael Bolton, and it is from Hercules. You just won £4,000. I'll be there someday. I can go the distance. Yeah, it really is a powerful song, Lingo. I fully support this question. I think it's a marvellous song. I haven't seen Hercules since. I'll tell you when it was. It was just before the summer holidays when I was in year 5 or year 6. So about this time of year, we watched it on the last day of term. I have a feeling I was in year 5, which would make it 1998. And that was probably the last time I saw Hercules from start to finish. Long time ago. But great song. I do like a bit of Michael Bolton. Topper and Proogs getting that one wrong, dropping that down to 1,000. Everybody else in live play getting the right answer. And there's quite a few people on 6s as well in the wings. So, still much to play for. Zeus, you're flying. Reaching the halfway point now. You're up to £4,000. Question number 8 is worth 8,000 with the right answer. You drop 3 if you're wrong. You have still got all 4 lifelines there if you need to use them. Have a look. Question number 8. Let me know what you'd like to do. What a way to join the stream. My ears are bleeding. Sorry, shit-faced Cass. Welcome to the stream. That's a lovely name, and I'm not quite sure why your ears are bleeding. I didn't think it was that loud, but apologies if they are. Welcome to the stream. Question number 8. In which of these American television series do 88% of the episode titles begin with the word my? Seinfeld, Friends, The Office, Scrubs.
Right. Seinfeld, I think they all start with the. I think it's like the situation and then that's a character from Jersey Shore. Because I watched Seinfeld, a lot of it over lockdown. I think it's the. Friends is the one, and then the name of whatever, the one where Joey is an idiot, etc. Which leaves me with The Office and Scrubs, both of which I've watched, but I don't know which. I think, in this case, I need to go double dip.
Got 4 lifelines, double dip, phone a friend, ask the audience, ask the host.
I think I'm going to double dip, please.
Just to confirm, if you double dip, you cannot walk away.
Yes, that's going to be fine.
Okay. Stop the clock then, and we activate your double dip. In which of these American television series do 88% of the episode titles begin with the word my? A. Seinfeld, B. Friends, C. The Office, D. Scrubs. Could you give me your first answer, please?
C. The Office, please.
C. The Office is not the right answer. So the clock is going to restart. You've got 32 seconds. You cannot walk away. You cannot use other lifelines.
D. Scrubs, final answer, please.
That one is the right answer. You've just won £8,000. Very well played.
That's a relief.
For what it's worth, Ask the Host would have been a handy one there as well.
Okay.
Yes, it's all my first, because it's told from the point of view of JD, so it's all my first day and my mentor and my fallen idol. And then there's a handful of episodes where the perspective shifts to one of the other characters, so then it's their perspective or her story or his story and so on. Until we got to Series 9, which we don't really talk about, or was it Series 10? I think it was Series 9. The majority of the main characters became sort of secondary characters, and it became and it focused on a group of 4 or 5 new interns. So I did like Scrubs. It's aged well, that show. There's some shows from the 90s and noughties that haven't aged well. That one has. I'd recommend it. Big Man Aaron, Shapes, Card, Jay White, Tipster, and Colo all getting that one wrong. G. Eisens, Connor, and Matt the Ref not sure, choosing to walk away and set it at £4,000. Still got a handful of players on 8 out of 8 from both sides of the lobby, and we'll see how far they can go. Zeus, you've used up your first lifeline. That double dip is now gone. You've got phone a friend, ask the audience, ask the host left. You're 2 away from that next big milestone of £32,000. Question number 9 is worth 16. You lose 7 if you give me a wrong answer. Have a look at question number 9. You don't have to play, but let me know what you'd like to do. Question 9 of a possible 15. What is the only planet in our solar system that is less dense than water? Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune.
Oh, that's me making it all the gas giants. Thought I was good at planets until I got that earlier fastest finger wrong. Less dense than water. So they're all gas giants. I don't know. Like Jupiter's the biggest, and then you got I think Saturn is next, and then Uranus. But there's no logic in this. I'm gonna have to use a lifeline.
Okay. Well, you've got a few left to choose from. You can let's have a look. Phone a friend, ask the audience, ask the host.
I'm going to ask the audience, please.
Okay, audience on your keypads then, please. Remember, even if you've already answered in the lobby game, you must answer again, and if you're not in the lobby game, you can still take part in the survey, either whispered or public chat. Here's the question. What is the only planet in our solar system that is less dense than water? A is Jupiter, B is Saturn, C is Uranus, D is Neptune. All vote now. Cat Jam is not a vote, G. Eisens. It won't process that.
Okay.
18% think Jupiter, 43% think Saturn, 15% think Uranus, 21% think Neptune, and I can tell you that this is based off a survey of 32 people. So it's not a clear majority, but there is one that is at least twice as popular as the next most popular, and that's B, Saturn, with 43%. Not overwhelming, but does that help you out at all?
Yes, because I'm just thinking in terms of preserving lifelines. I don't want to use another lifeline, and 8,000 I think I'm willing to risk at this, because it was all split across the other three. I'd have thought we'll go with Jupiter, because that was an inkling between sort of Jupiter and Saturn. But Jupiter's big, so I mean, yeah, 40. I'm not going to dilly-dally anymore. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go Saturn. Final answer.
Well done, audience. You just won £16,000. Yes, Saturn. It's one of those fun facts that it is smaller than Jupiter, but it is also less dense than water. So actually, if you could theoretically, hypothetically, get a big enough bowl, you could float Saturn in a giant bowl of water. As to our lobby players, Oni, Benz J both getting that one wrong. Dogfish choosing to walk with £8,000, very respectable. Innis Toot, David, Samster and Derek are all still in live play with 9 out of 9 at this point. Going to be scrumming it out for those miscellaneous pennies. As for you, Zeus, one away from that big £32,000 milestone. 2 lifelines to go. Phone a friend and ask the host. It's a big question, this one. Question 10 of a possible 15. A right answer guarantees 32, but a wrong answer will cost you £15,000. You don't have to play, but do have a look. Let me know what you'd like to do. Question 10 of a possible 15 for a guaranteed £32,000. The longest interstate highway in the United States has its terminuses in which 2 states? California and Maryland, Washington and Massachusetts, Oregon and New York, California and Florida.
And it's all states that are on each coast, I think. I don't know where Maryland is, but like Washington is definitely northwest. Yeah. Oregon is west, and New York is very east. California, yeah. Oh, that's mean. I am going to phone a friend, I think, please.
Okay, we'll start the phone line. Colo, Toot and Topper are all on standby in the green room. Who would you like to call?
Who do I think is going to know this? Let's see if Toot's home, please.
Okay, we'll give Toot a ring. Toot, if he's in.
Hello?
Hi, Toot. Royal Flush from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Good evening.
Hello, I've heard of you.
Oh, hello, yes, I've heard of you too. I've got Zeus here, Zeusless. He's doing rather well, actually. He's up to £16,000. With your help, though, he'll get up to the next big milestone of a guaranteed £32,000. The next voice...
Geography.
We'll find out in a minute. The next voice you'll hear will be Zeus's. He'll tell you the question. There are still 4 possible answers. One of them is worth a guaranteed £32,000. All right, mate.
Yep.
Fantastic. Zeus, lots of luck. 30 seconds. Your time starts now.
Okay, Toot. The longest interstate highway in the United States has its terminuses in which 2 states? California and Maryland, Washington and Massachusetts, Oregon and New York, or California and Florida?
I do not know this. My guess was Washington. I'm sure the I-90 is a famous road, and I think it's quite long. And I think that is from Washington to Massachusetts. Also, they're 2 of the biggest cities that would have a highway. But I don't know if that's the longest one.
Okay.
Clock's back on.
There's at least an answer in that.
There was at least an answer there.
I don't have anything else to go on, and I'm basically now thinking, do you know or will you know? I mean, Toot named the road, like the I-90. I want to go for it. I really want to go for it.
30-ish seconds to make up your mind. You don't have to play. You have got another lifeline, but you can walk with 16.
Before I walk away, for sure. B, final answer. I just said it. Ah! Why have I done that? Why have I done that?
How well do you know 2?
I know he's a smart person, but that's about it.
He certainly is. He's just won you £32,000.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, too. Wow. God. I am not okay.
The pressure of this game. Well, we have been here twice before tonight, getting to £32,000, getting this one right, and then getting the one after wrong. Are you going to make it 3 in a row of virtually the same game? We'll find out in just a minute. David choosing to walk away there, setting it at 16. Samson and Innes going in the wrong direction, dropping back to 1,000, leaving just Toot and Derek in live play with 10 out of 10. Could still be caught if they're getting some of the more difficult questions later on. But David and Samsa are now the closest behind on 9. As for you, Zeus, you have left Ask the Host until the top tier of the game for some godforsaken reason. But you have still got that lifeline there if you want to use it. Question number 11 is worth £64,000. You're guaranteed £32,000, but we don't want to give you that. I can't believe I've been hosting this game over a year, and that's literally the first time I've said that, I think. But we don't want to give you that. We're happy to give you 32, but the next question is worth £64,000. You might as well play this one because there's nothing to lose. Have a look at question number 11 of a possible 15. According to the International Code of Signals, what letter of the alphabet is being represented when a ship is flying a solid yellow flag? X, Q, J, Z. Oh, null reference exception. That's strange. Let's just unpause that null reference exception and hope that nothing untoward happens.
We could try and break things further by using the Ask the Host.
We could do. The gameplay stage is -2, which is the right one. Yeah, E, null reference exception. It does look like there's been a null reference exception. I've absolutely no idea why. I will look into that in just a little while. But for now, the game looks like it's working again. So it all seems to be going fine. Zeus, you have got an Ask the Host left.
I don't know if you're going to know this.
Do you know it, is the question?
No, I don't know. If it's a question about Scrabble, sure, I'm all over it. This is not about Scrabble. I just feel like if I ask you, and I'm sorry to insult you if you do know this, but I don't know if you're going to know this. So I'm just going to take a punt.
30 seconds.
I'm going to pick randomly. Which one is smiling at me? Which of these letters looks happy?
20
Q
seconds.
Is almost a face with a tongue poking out, so let's go for Q. Final answer.
Zeus logic.
Yes, very much so.
I don't know where you're getting this information, but it's the right answer. You've just won £64,000. I have no idea where that came from. And for what it's worth, if you'd asked me, we'd have had a nice chat and you'd have probably ended up doing the same thing because I did not have a Scooby-Doo on that one. But you found the right answer. Both Derek and Innes getting it wrong and Toot walking away, setting it at 32. This is going to be interesting. So we've got a few people now on 10 out of 11 and a couple of people on 10 out of 11 with £32,000. So that's going to be an interesting end game to the lobby. Not sure what's going on with this null reference exception. What I'm going to do is just look at which line of code it's drawing me to. So I'm just going to put the BRB screen on just in case it fires up Visual Studio on the wrong window, which it has done, or the right window, but...
it's fine.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. There won't be any, there'll just be a load of... stuff in there because I've just a feeling it came in from update lobby prefabs. Else if lobby contain player.game over previously out twitch.hotseat lobby contain player.correct answer. Did you answer this in the chat by any chance, Zeus?
No, I haven't touched the chat.
Okay.
Can I take this moment just to apologise to Innes because I've just realised that I did actually hot seat with Innes together a while ago.
Oh yes, you did, didn't you?
So sorry, Innes, I did forget, but that was very, very fun as well.
Line 282 of the main game control, I'll look into that a bit later on because I've had this build open for the last couple of days and I've not seen anything like that. So that's a very strange bug that I will investigate later on. But fortunately, the game seems to be working as of right now. Now, Ask the Host left. This is where everyone else has fallen so far on question number 12 for £125,000. 2 other players tonight. Both have attempted it. Both have gone wrong. It's worth £125,000 for a right answer, but a wrong answer will cost you 32 and take you back down to 32 and make it 3 for 3. You don't have to play. You can walk away with 64. You have still got Ask the Host. Have a look. Let me know what you'd like to do. In 1990, Michael Riley hosted a short-lived game show based on what board game? Cluedo, Scrabble, Trivial Pursuit, Monopoly. No game crash this time. Oh no, it's done it again. Okay. No idea what's going on there.
I have an inkling. I have an inkling, and this is not supposed to happen for these questions. And I know what I would go for. I was in the chat. I'd go for D. I know there's been a Scrabble game. I know there's been a Cluedo game. The Cluedo one's throwing me off. But I would be sorry, I'm not making words.
So with £125,000, you lose 32 if you're wrong. You have got an Ask the Host, but if you've got an inkling, depends whether you think I would have an inkling.
Yeah, I'm just ticking down the time and making weird noises.
30 seconds.
Okay, I don't often have inklings on these yet. Let's go with it. Monopoly, final answer. What is wrong with me? Oh, it's wrong, isn't it? It's wrong.
Zeus?
Yeah.
You've just won £125,000.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Your inkling was good. And you are saving that lifeline that is getting less and less useful as the questions progress until the later stages.
Counting on another music.
Innes getting that one wrong with, 9 out of 10. That's where the bug is. Innes, have you been answering or not answering or something? That's where the bug is. Because you're still on out of 10. It's trying to update that, and it's not had a problem until now for some reason. Very interesting. So that is apparently causing... Flash me up 3 questions in a row. Right. That's a very strange bug. I'm going to have to look into it. It means we might have a null reference exception moving forward from here. Every time Innes tries to answer or not answer. It might be when Innes tries to answer, possibly, is what's happening there. I'll look into that. Zeus, you've gone further than anyone else tonight. You're up to £125,000. The next question is worth £250,000 with a right answer. But you lose 93 with a wrong answer. You don't have to play. You can walk away. You have still got Ask the Host if you want to use it. Take a look at question number 13 of a possible 15. When fully written out, what is the last digit of 1,337 raised to the 1,337th power? 7, 3. That would be Innes answering. 1, 9.
Can I... Oh, actually, wait, no, I've got enough time to think about it first. So, it's not just 7 times 7, it's 7... my initial instinct would be 9, because I was thinking 7 times 7 is 49, the last digit is 9, but that's not... no, so it's that times itself a ton of times. What is it? Okay, so you do 3, the next one, then you go, and then you go back to 7. So then, what is 1,337 divided by 4? 1,337 divided by 4 is, oh my god, quick maths.
40 seconds.
I've still got time.
If you want to use me as a sounding board, Ask the Host is there.
I think I'm going to Ask the Host just to get extra time. If that's okay.
Here's what I think. I think that you should continue to do some maths in your head.
Okay.
But feel free to ask me any questions on what you're doing, and I will help you out with the maths if I can.
So 133 is divisible by 4, and is 3. 335, 334, but then you add one, so there's a okay, so you've not okay, so what's my logic here? My logic here is that 334. Sorry.
Ask me a question.
Oh, what was the order I said the numbers in before?
1337.
No, it was 77931. That's the orders. That's the cyclical order it goes in. And if you're on a divisible by 4, you are on 7. If you're then the next one is 9. So theoretically, I think I should be on a 9 because. Hang on, no, because 4 is not divisible by 4 is divisible by 4, and that would be a 1. I'm sorry, I'm not making sense to most people just now, but my brain is going. Yeah. Oh my god. The pressure.
Here's what I think. I think that's far too difficult to do. So there must be a way of working it out, which is presumably where you're already at.
Yeah. I'm now getting myself confused. So, okay, 137 to the power of 1 has a 7 at the end. This would have a power of 2 at the end because it's not the 4th in the sequence. I think I've convinced myself it's a 9.
So what you need to know is 1337 divided by 4 is what you're getting at. So 1200 and then 120 is going to take us up to 1320. Add 4, 1324, with it being oh, hang on. 1200 would be oh god, my brain hurts. You can divide it by 4, 0, 4, 8, 12, 16. So it's another 4 with 1 left over. So it's going to be 1,324 remainder 1. 1337 divided by 4, I think.
Okay.
If that's of any help.
What did you think the answer was?
I've no idea. I've no idea what you're doing. Okay. But you answer the first question you asked, what's 1337 divided by 4? And it's obviously not 1,200 and anything. It's going to be...
It's 0.25, which is the second in the sequence.
114 remainder 1, sorry. I think.
Oh, no, that's like... It's 300 and... no, it's 300 and something divided by... I'm getting myself confused.
Oh, bong.
Right. Okay.
No!
We'll
start the loop again.
I thought the clock was going. Gosh. Okay.
Right.
I'm so close to this answer.
I feel I have given you enough time. We've gone through the whole loop. So, I don't know is the answer. I can't maths that well, but clearly you're onto something here, and that's my final answer. You've got 25 seconds.
Okay.
Derek Agony, in theory, yes, but normally I'll just wrap it up after that, but that was a time stall there.
Either 7 or 9.
You don't have to play this, you've got no lifelines left.
I want to play it, it's a maths question, I want to play it.
10 seconds, it's worth $250,000.
7 final answer. I'm going against what I thought initially, but
7 final answer.
7 final answer. Oh, should I have gone with 9?
Oh.
7 or 9?
Ask the host was used.
Oh no, you don't.
I don't get an answer in the log. So computer, can you please reveal, is the answer 7?
Oh my god!
I have no idea what just happened there or how you got to that, but that is the right answer. Would you just, in a sentence, just talk me through what's happened there?
Okay, so every time you times 7 by itself, there's a cyclical pattern. So 7 to the power of 0 is just 7. 7 to the power of 2 is 7 times 7, which is 49. It ends in a 9. 7 times 7 times 7, if you times a 9 by a 7, you get 63. So the end number will be 3. That's the third in the pattern. You times a 3 by a 7, you get 21. That's the fourth in the pattern, 1. You times a 1 by a 7, you get 7 again. So the cyclical pattern starts again. So then you have to...
The 1337 and being to the power of 1337 is sort of academic, and it's all just to do with timesing 7s.
I think so. That's how I think I got it, unless I just completely fluked the answer.
1337 is 1 mod 4, so must end in 7 according to Carr. But a 7 power cycle 7931. Is that how the sevens work? 7931. I've never thought of it like that.
I've never actually properly thought of it either like that, but we worked it out, I think.
It's far too late on a Tuesday for advanced mathematics, I'm afraid. So we're going to leave that there. Innes got it wrong for what it's worth. Oh no, Innes is having stuff happening. I'm really sorry, Innes. Your game has just sort of come to an abrupt end. Not sure if it helps, Steve. It's marked me correct the last two questions. I haven't put in an answer since I was on the line. Oh, right. But it's also given you 7 out of 13. Has it iterated your score as well, G. Eisens? That's another question. I'll keep an eye on that on the next question. Anyway, yes, if we could, let's move on from the advanced mathematics in the chat. Let's move on from that. Let's not argue the toss over the answers. They have been verified. Yes. Right, moving on. We're going to move on rapidly, chat, is what we're going to do. Zeus, somehow, and I've no idea how, you're up to £250,000. You've used up all 4 lifelines. Question number 14, if you give me a right answer, is worth £500,000. But if you give me a wrong answer, you lose £218,000. We have seen somebody lose that amount before. We've also seen someone lose on the £1 million question. That was in a pre-pilot non-canonic episode, and his name was Jack Wilfred. And it was on Judith Keppel's question pack. Fun piece of trivia for you there. You don't have to play this. £250,000 would be a very secure place on the board. But if you want to, it's worth £500,000. Have a look. Question number 14 of a possible 15. What controversial video game, despite early promises that it would never appear on a Nintendo console, was released on the Nintendo Switch on 24th of August 2018? I'm going to wait for Innes to answer or not. And there we go. There's a null reference exception. And here are your options. Night Trap, Postal, Grand Theft Auto, Wolfenstein 3D.
Okay, that makes my decision a lot easier. I am a Switch player. I really love Nintendo and a lot of Nintendo consoles, but sorry, my heart is racing just now. It's not anything Mario or anything like that. Like, I know it's not going to be a Mario one, but Grand Theft Auto is not on it. I'm going to use the time, might as well, just to try and figure it out. I don't know.
60 seconds.
I don't know about the other 3. I just don't think GTA is on Switch, and I don't know the other 3. And I am sure as hell not going to risk that much money.
So you don't have to play. You lose 218 if you're wrong, £500,000 if you're right.
I would like to leave. Please, final answer.
Final answer, you're going to walk away.
Final answer, walking away.
Okay, give Zeus an absolutely massive round of applause. He goes away. 250,000 virtual pounds better off, and that will go onto the leaderboard with your name. A very, very commanding effort, and huge fun to have you here, Zeus. Out of idle curiosity, if you were going to pick one of them, which one would it have been?
I feel like I've heard of Wolfenstein linked with Nintendo at some point. Maybe it was earlier, but I would probably go with Wolfenstein, however you pronounce it.
Wolfenstein, D. If you had said to me D, Wolfenstein 3D, I would have been going because I thought it was B, Postal. And it turns out we're both wrong. The actual answer was A, Night Trap. Night Trap. So there we go. So good decision at the right time, walking away with £250,000. Let's go and investigate the lobby. G. Eisens is saying ticking it right, but it hasn't iterated the score from last time, so I'm assuming something's just got stuck there. I'm not sure if it's actually updating anyone's lobby scores. Can someone confirm that stuff is being iterated? Even when I don't answer, I'm wrong. Yes. So I think it's when time runs out, it's trying to... it's not updated for anybody. That's a real shame. I don't know what's going on there. I'm going to have to look into that. Okay. In which case, I will give pennies out to whoever's ended up with the most money at the time, because that is something that is fixed, unless there's people who were still alive before it broke. And I don't think there were. No, everyone has got a fixed value. So I am going to give £32,000. No, I'm not going to give £32,000. I'm going to give 3 pennies to now cut that out on 32,000 and
Derek Agony on 32,000. That is the fairest way I can do it. I'm sorry about that bug, everybody, but there'll be miscellaneous pennies going to now cut that out. Misk penny. There you go. And also Derek Agony, Misk penny, award pennies. There we go. So those pennies have been awarded. Not sure what's gone on there. And we're going to play the pack out anyway. Whether or not you'll be able to answer, we'll find out. We'll find out if we get more bugs in a minute. But Zeus, for now, you've been a marvellous contestant, and you leave us with £250,000. Have you had a good time?
I really have. I'm honestly deep breaths right now. I'm not going to sleep for a while.
Good stuff. Well, go get yourself another glass of wine, and we'll hopefully see you another time.
Thank you. See you soon.
Thank you very much, Zeus. £250,000. But of course, for the lobby, the game continues. We're going to play these questions out and see if it updates anything. It's still doing that weird zoom after a player's walked away. I wasn't able to repro that earlier on, which means I now need to press a load of buttons to try and make it undo that. There we go. Cool. So, 2 more questions for you, lobby. The £500,000 one, and then no, there's 1 more question for you. Or 2 more questions for you. No, 2 more. 500 and a million. Starting with this one, we'll see if it works. In the 2008 film Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. can be seen in one scene wearing a brass rat at the class ring of what prestigious university? Caltech, Stanford, MIT, Harvard. Answer now. I can say that it is not processing answers. And it's going to get a null reference exception here. Yeah, there we go. No one got it right. First person to tell me in the chat what the correct answer is. I have no idea why it's... Nobody knows. Da, 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 da. MIT and a B and a Stanford. Okay, so we've got a couple so far. Correct answer is... We're not going to find out because the null reference exception has stopped the coroutine. So that's it. The game ends there. Well, that's a rather interesting way to end. I've absolutely no idea where that bug has come from. Can someone write that bug down? It's just stopped processing answers. Fortunately, Zeus's game wasn't interrupted, and I've already given out pennies for the 2 on £32,000. So a rather unorthodox way to just suddenly grind to a halt, but that happens in these worlds sometimes, and yeah, sorry about that. I can't even make it go to the next question. I probably could make it force it to the next question if I go to gameplay stage -10. In fact, before I do that, I'll tell you the correct answer to this one was that. Hang on, let me see if I can brute force my way back into this. See how well I know my code. Let's lock in what I think is the right answer, or according to the computer is the right answer. That. There we go. It was MIT. C was the right answer. So now we've gone to gameplay station. Oh, we can see the last question. Right, have a look at this. Oh no, that says roll credits. Oh. Was that the last question? I'm sure we had one more. I'm sorry for butchering the end of your pack. No, that was the last question. I thought we only had one left. It was the last question. Well, there we go. The answer was MIT to the £1 million question. So we have sort of got to the end of the stream there after a... I tell you what, I'm glad that bug's only happened at the end. You can't even see me now. Let me. Allow me. Get rid of that. Go. God's sake. Ask the audience, that one. Right, there we go. I'm back on. Entertain you, yeah. Zeus walked for the 500k, yes he did, and then everything sort of ground to a halt. Well, let me give Lingo Maniac his author bonus anyway. That's something I can do because that part of the thing is still working. Lingo Maniac 88. Thank you very much for that question, Pat Lingo Maniac. I'm sorry it had a rather abrupt ending there on the breaches, and apologies to the lobby for it not working quite as it should. That will be thoroughly investigated. You have my word on that. There is a beat the bee to do. If we should do that, it means I've got to flick the camera over, which means I need to go back to the void temporarily. So let's nip into the void, and go to just cam. And then we'll go boom there and still the void and activate, and there we go, hopefully. Hello. Right. Quick beat the bee, thanks to Oni's request, and then we'll call it a night. Lots of stuff going on this week in the meanwhile. Don't forget that you can catch Ash the Bash tomorrow night, who's got the Vault, I believe, over on his channel. Do go give him a follow. Our Wednesday walk-along continues in the Discord tomorrow evening at 1 PM. We're starting The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, and we might very well be finishing The Vanishing of Ethan Carter as well. It's a brilliant game. I would strongly encourage you all to come along to that 1 PM in the Discord server for our Wednesday walk-along. It's sort of a puzzle game, but mainly it's still got a good story to tell. So that's The Vanishing of Ethan Carter tomorrow at 1 PM. Thursday, I'm going to be back here with Blockbusters for Happy Hour. That's here, twitch.tv/royal_flush for Happy Hour at 3 PM BST on Thursday, so do come along for that. Ash again is going to be back on Friday with Outright, one of the best games you'll play on the internet, one of Ash's originals, so do come along for that as well. And then Saturday, I'm here with Cryptex and The Purge. Very much looking forward to that. First question pack, I think, from Jogging Chum for Cryptex, and The Purge is, I want to say Sam is Acidic again, who wrote the Millionaire pack from earlier on, but I might be wrong. I need to check the schedule for that. But that's this Saturday at 8 PM BST, so do come on for that. Just a couple more things. If you are interested in taking part in the Buzz Off tournament that's happening in Season 2, I'm almost at full entries. I've literally got a handful left, and oh my god in heaven, Kazpez with even more gifted subs there. Let me unmute the notifications now, so they'll all start coming through while we're doing Beat the Beat. Kazvez with another 5 gifted subs there. Holy cow. Welcome to DeGopher Elite, The Naked Grandma, Stoshkar, and Shit-faced Kaz. Kazvez, thank you so much for the generosity, and welcome to you 5. That's enormously kind of you at the end of the night. There's going to be about 15 of these to go through, so it'll be a very interesting Beat the Bee. Can I beat the notifications? Possibly. Doggo in the corner, so Doggo in the corner. And Rubik's! Oh my god, there's more! Rubik's gifting out 5 tier 1 subs as well to Chapman91, SW Yellowtail, GD Solomon, Margie Moogle, and Pravin26. Brand new, oh my god, I can't even keep up with them all. Brand new Halo gifting out a tier 1 community sub as well. That's for, oh come on chat, scroll up please. I have to focus on the window, don't I? Brand new Halo gifting out a sub to Easy Lee there. Jack Wilfred gifting out a sub there to Bao Gloire. Oh my god, a second height train of the evening, and it's at level 4 already. What is going on? What is happening? Kazvez with more! Welcome to Arcada and Cool33. Zeus with 250 bits. Thank you for raising my blood pressure to unhealthy levels. You are most welcome. A level 5 hype train and very nearly the end of a level 4 hype train already. Don't get hype, we stay hype. We stay hype. Shall I hype train? Shall we hype train? See if I can beat the bee while doing hype train notifications. That could be a fun task. Right. Beat the bee. 3, 2, 1. Oh! Follow. Thank you for the follow. Never actually contributed anything to your sub, so here's a gift sub. Thank you for over your excellent quiz in bed. Thank you very much for the kind words, Jack Wilfred. That's enormously kind of you. And thank you very much for the support. Theory of Games, subscribing with Prime Gaming there for 10 months. Thank you very much. I'm going to do Beat the Beat, and then I will go back and look at notifications again in a minute. 3, 2, 1, go. Right, move microphone. Move out of the way, microphone. That's right, that's lovely. With the red herrings, the herrings and the bees. No, that's wrong there. Herrings and bees simultaneously. I think I've got this today. I don't know, I've got a good feeling about it. Thank you for the follow. I've got a good feeling about this one today. That music, that interlude is just what's going on, right? Woohoo! Yeah, baby! We win today. Time to spare.
Yeah, take that, Rachmaninoff. Rachmaninoff, Rimsky... Well, it's Rachmaninoff's arrangement of Rimsky-Korsakov's piece. We beat the bee! We did indeed. Let me check in and see what's happened while that's been going on. Let's go to that one. Theory of Game with the resub of Prime. Thank you very much. Kazvez cheering 100 bits. If Kazvez hadn't given enough, thank you so much. It's Sportsy resubscribing with Prime. Thank you for the 2-month subscription. Woohoo, indeed. Bilky with the 1500 bits now. Thank you so much for the generosity. Oh my god, 68% of the way towards a level 5 hype train. Is it possible to have 2 level 5 hype trains in one night? That would be redonkulous. I can mark off Beat the Bee now because I've done that. Oh my god in heaven. Really sorry about all the bugs at the end of the game there as well. I will look into that because that didn't happen earlier on, but I think when playing with a live audience it's something that's always something to be aware of, I think. So, lots of things going on in the next few days. Wednesday walk along in the server tomorrow. More cats. Is there a cat around, babe? Do you know? No, I'm afraid there are no cats, but they're out walking. If one appears in the next couple of minutes, I will cash that in. If not, I will give that to you next time. The bee got into the game and you beat it now, so surely things will be fine again. I hope so. Well, Wednesday walk along tomorrow, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. It might be a one-sitting game. Doggo will do. Miney, come on, girl. Come on. Come and see Uncle Prudes. No. Oh, no. Come on. Come here. Come on. Come on. Oh, you bring me a treat. Wednesday walk along tomorrow. And then, oh my god in heaven. Huds! Huds, where's Huds come from? Hello, Huds. With 100 bits, something Danger Zone. You got a gifted sub earlier, Huds. Welcome on in. Kazwez with another 3 gifted subs. Wilsonia85, Zanon, and Lakis, welcome on in. 122% level 5 hype train for the second time in a night. I'm a little bit overwhelmed. I'm trying to manage show off the doggo. Miney, she's really not in the mood, I don't think. Miney, what's this? What's this? Really not. No, I'm afraid. I think the dog is all pooped out tonight, I'm afraid. But I'll cash that cat one in next time. I'll tell you what, let me give you back another penny to everybody. Wilsonia, thank you for the follow as well. Huds, thank you for the 100 bits as well. And Kazwas, thank you again for another 3 tier 1 subs right there to the community. You all are just ridiculously generous. Thank you so much for the support. Oh, what was that red herrings drug? I will try and find just a single thing if it's more than one gift sub alert. Vanishing of Ethan Carter in the server tomorrow 1 PM. Ash tomorrow evening. The Vault 8 PM. Blockbusters here with me 3 PM on Thursday. Ash Friday night. Outright Friday night with Ash. Saturday Cryptex and The Purge. And that's all there is for now. Buzz off. No, not you. The game. Buzz off. Not you. That sounded really rude after all the hype trains. Buzz off the game. If you've got a microphone, that's going to be in Season 5. Excuse me, I've got maybe 2 or 3 slots left available in that. So if you want to sign up for that, come and join the server, read the rules, the tournament protocols, and fill in the application form. There are a couple of places left. I'm thinking it probably will go to a waiting list. There's a couple of people I know have expressed an interest that haven't signed up yet. So yeah, I know, Matt. I know. Sorry, that didn't come across well. The game's called Buzz Off, but might be called something else. So do check that out. That's going to be a Season 5 tournament if you want to take part in that. As ever, if you want to write questions for anything that you've seen here tonight, do come and join the Discord. Get yourself the question variety roll, and it would be lovely to hear from you. Right. I think I'm a little bit overwhelmed. Digital David, thank you very much for that gifted sub going to Diamond Ninja. 35 subs. You guys. And it's finished. Hype train finished. Thank you. Oh my God in heaven. There we go. It's finished. And I have the notifications, I think, are still going. Yeah, no, they're still going. They're still going. Have I got closing credits to Millionaire? Is that closing full? There we go. 1 minute and 7. That sounds... What's that one? That's closing title. So what's closing full? We don't like that one as much. Oh, it's longer, though. Maybe I should play closing full. Do they end in the same way? Sounds like it. Yeah, okay, I'm going to do the full one because it's a minute long. This appears to be a popular channel. It seems that way at the moment, Wilsonia. Welcome on in. And there's so many new names that I didn't even see that came up on the tracker earlier on. So let me just go back and say hi to everyone. To Bass, Vitrudel, James Tiberius, Jers, Maple, Colin Tantusar, Mithers, Farfowley, Benz J, Mappy, Pardon Me. Joe has no talent. I'm sure that's not true, Joe. Welcome to this channel. Stoshkar, Ali Law, Kimmeru, Ash, GM Rubik, Shitface Cass. Love the name, by the way. Milk Light Substance, Nata, Huds, Wilsonia. Thank you all for joining this evening. Thank you all so much for the double level 5 hype train and the notifications that are still going. I'm going to give that another. Should I give that another? I'm going to do one more penny because I can, because it's my economy and I'm going to inflate it anyway. Grab one more penny before the end of the night. Who wants to be Millionaire 99? That seems like a good way to finish. I've told you everything that's going on in the partner communities. Do come and join all the Discords. Say my Discord was there, Ash's Discord as well. Ash's Discord, there's always stuff going on there. My Discord there, always good for feedback. And if you want that question variety roll, if you want to come and write some questions for the games that we play here, you would be most welcome. Proogs, I'll cash in the more cats next time. I hope you'll join me for our Wednesday walk along tomorrow in the server, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, 1 p.m. So book your lunch break around. Might try and do the whole thing in one go, might try and spread it over two. Not quite sure yet, but we'll see how we get on. I'm next going to be back here Thursday for Blockbusters, Saturday for Cryptex and The Purge. And the Buzz Off tournament, come and apply for that. And then next week's a bit weird. Tuesday might be a short notice cancellation. I'm going to try and be back, but we're out for dinner with my parents. As I said right at the start of the stream, they're down in the south just for a couple of days. Yeah, they're down for a couple of days. So we're going out for dinner. I should be back, but it might be a slightly later start. Oh, are you, Wilsonia? Oh, which part? West Sussex or the other Sussex? I'm West Sussex, for what it's worth. Just outside Chichester. It's next Saturday, though, not this coming Saturday, the Saturday after, there won't be a stream. And there's a very small chance there'll be a stream. And if it is, it'll be something chill. It might even just be me speedrunning Sonic. Because it's my brother's stag do that weekend. I'm not getting back until the Saturday because I've got to be at church the next morning because everything's opening back up, so I kind of can't really miss church. But I'm going down on the Friday. So I said I will stay for dinner on the Saturday and then drive home, but it's in Bournemouth, so there's a chance I won't be leaving till 6-7 o'clock anyway, which means it's a good hour and a half from Bournemouth. So there's a chance I might not be back until 9. And if that's the case, then there won't be a stream Saturday week. But there should be one next Tuesday, and before that I'm here on Thursday and I'm here next on Saturday as well. Right, I'm going to go on that note. Thank you all so much for watching, for tuning in, for sitting through the Millionaire. I hope you like the changes to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire as well. I spent the last couple of days with it. I got most of the things done on the to-do list, but interesting bugs. Church stream IRL we've done pre-recording services all through lockdown, and they are talking about doing GoPro things as we move forward. It's not my call to make though necessarily, but after we move, which is looking like it's like, oh, that's the news, yeah, we're moving house, by the way. I haven't officially announced that anywhere on stream yet. It is looking increasingly likely as though we are going to be moving house, which means streams in August might be disrupted depending on the internet and the setup. That's a thing that's happening, but we're very exciting. Once we have moved and I've got my new office set up, there will be a piano or, at the very least, a digital piano in the office. So there might be some piano streams at some point. Do some live Twitch recitals. It's not happening just yet. We are still waiting on a few I's to be dotted and T's to be crossed. But we've been trying to move for 18 months, as I'm sure many of you know. So the fact that it actually looks like it might be happening now, oh my God in heaven, it's a relief. So yeah, that's something about August that might cause a disruption to the start of season 5, but I'll do my best to work around it where possible. Yeah, next week streams might be funny, but check in the Discord, all the information is there. Right, I've wittered on for too long. Thank you so much, everybody. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, you've been absolutely amazing tonight. Both with the gameplay and having. Hopefully, you've enjoyed the improvements. But thank you all so much for the support. That has just been a little bit overwhelming, to be honest. And I really, really mean it. It does mean a huge amount. Thank you for the support. And I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. And I hope you come back. To all our new followers and all our new friends here as well, you are most welcome. And I hope to see you next time. And until next time, I have been Royal Flush. You have been watching Game Night Classics with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We've seen two £32,000 winners, and we've seen Zeus walk at 250 as well. I hope you've enjoyed the evening. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to get another cider, and then I think I'm going to go to bed. Until next time, be safe, be marvellous, be splendid to each other. I've been Roy Flush. Peace out. Take care, and good night.